Yep. Okay.
Because I'm ready. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, if you're new here, hit that like button for your girl. Join the fan bam. Comment down below because you know I want to honey. I can't even talk. I do it all the time. And Sticks in Charge, y'all remember him, my friend.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Please hit that like
We
button.
back in. I'm about to share it right now. And that's my friend. That's me, Charles, and me, Lady Red's friend. Y'all better stay away from him. I'm just playing. Whenever people get in the building or whatever, because I can go. We can go for a minute tonight. I'm good for like 4 hours,
Oh, I can't go that long. But
maybe
tomorrow I
two
got
and
to
a
get up
half.
early. I still got to do some other stuff tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Today was a
What you
busy
gotta
day.
do?
Huh? Some more tax stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to
You know,
church.
you gotta show me how to do that. Oh, you going to church?
So
Okay,
I'm
church.
gonna make that a video so you can imagine how that video is gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Need some
I
comedy in
hope you like record inside the church too. I wanna see the reverend.
it. Yeah.
I wanna hear the praise team and the music.
They all know me. Every time I go to church, they like to call me out. They say, Charles, we got no, what did he say? The last time I went to church, he said we got Charles in the house. The building gonna start shaking now. And the whole church just bust out laughing. Because I have thick skin. That ain't messing with me.
Really?
It doesn't bother me. You all know me. I'm all
That's
about a
funny.
good time. If it's a good time, I'm down for it. If it's drama, nah, not down with that.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to it. I
Let's
can't
turn my
wait.
sound borrowing. Yeah, I haven't been to church like because you know my dad was a pastor and he was doing church on the phone. They
Mhm.
log into the phone and that's how he would do it because he was disabled, you know.
Oh, got you.
And so now they go into the building, but it's in Syracuse and that's kind of like too far for me. That's a far drive.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm not
imagine.
making that drive. No. Mm-mm.
I hear you.
I'm not making that drive at all. I
The
was
furthest
like,
I've driven was 4.5 hours when I was going back and forth to DC, back to school at A&T, on the weekends or holidays. If it's
really?
more than 4 hours, give me a plane ticket. I'll meet you there. I
Hmm.
can't sit. I'm a very hyper person. I can't stay in one spot for a long period of time because I would drive
Right.
myself crazy. I have to be doing
I'm
stuff.
trying to tell you. Hmm. These chips are really good. They're like they're
Mhm.
spiced. They're kind of hot and sweet at the same time.
Oh, okay. And you
If you
dip them
like
in
hot and
salsa,
sweet.
right?
I'm about to do that right now. I'll put it in my little container,
Mhm.
my cute little container or
Okay.
whatever. You should recorded yourself eating those crabs.
Well, I still got some in the freezer. I'm still gonna do a video, but the problem here is I have
Hmm.
so much produce in my house when I went to the grocery store. I want to eat that stuff up first before I start eating other foods that's in the freezer. So the last thing for me to eat, I have to make that cabbage.
Oh, I love cabbage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my
Do you
fried
add
spicy cabbage.
do you add sausages?
Nope, I ate it all up.
Oh, hey Terry, Terry in the building. Just being Terry. I
Hey,
love her.
just Terry being me. She's a beautiful person inside and out. I love your videos and your content. So keep doing
Hmm.
what you're doing. I just saw a video where her husband, and her family members, they went camping in North Carolina. The views were very, very scenic, very, very beautiful.
That is so cute.
I better put
Hey
my
Miss
glasses on so
Boo.
I can read this. I can't read anything up here. I'm blind as a
Oh
bat.
really? Welcome back, Miss Boo. I think Miss Boo was in here last week
Yes, she
when we
was.
had went live.
Yep. Hello,
Hmm.
Miss Boo. Welcome back.
Hey sis, Miss Boo. I like that name. That's cute. She should make a channel.
Oh, that
Yeah, Terry's so cute.
she's a YouTube channel also.
No, she. I don't think she does, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah, she should make one.
Oh, by the way,
So
did I tell you guys I got my chopsticks? I
you
found
did. I was looking for mine. I couldn't even find them, and I bought some.
I bought some from Amazon. So the video's coming, Cherry. It's coming. I bought five. So it's five stainless steel chopsticks for like $8.99.
Oh, that's cheap.
There's
That wasn't
actually
bad.
shaved. It's everything. So I have all the stuff to make the nachos. I just have to get, the chopsticks. I thought I had something.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's in the house somewhere. Because back in the day, I used to throw so many parties at my house. I have so many types of dishes. I know I can't wait either. So it's gonna be a challenge trying to eat those nachos with the chopsticks.
Yeah.
I can use chopsticks. As a matter of fact, the chopsticks come with instructions. So I need to take the chopsticks and start practicing how to use it.
Hmm.
But I'll get it.
I think it'd be like Lady Red did it. I think it'd be really easy with nachos. Hey, Yasmin, it's our friend.
Hello,
What's up,
beautiful. Another
sis?
Yasmin. I like her, you all. She's another great YouTuber. I really like her content.
She's
I
cool.
really, really like it. Guys, I would say this. Here it is. It's almost March. This year is going by too fast. It's going by way.
It really is.
I can't believe
Already.
now we almost in March. And I have not really done anything, besides work.
Right.
So this year I want to do more stuff outside the house. But like I said, it's so crazy outside. It's like you don't want to go anywhere. DMV, we have carjackings, of course, a lot of murders, theft. I don't know about kidnapping, but it's primarily
we have all that here too.
Yeah, it's just I'd rather be home.
Yeah, same. I'd rather have my little drink or whatever in the house. My little chips, my salad.
Yep.
Whatever it is I'm eating and drinking on.
Right.
What you playing back there in the background? Peace.
Who, me?
Yeah, what's that music?
So I'm playing, in the background, everybody, I'm playing Angela Bofill, The Essentials.
Oh, okay.
Y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can, but I see it.
Yeah, I like her, I like old school music. I mean, I like
I do
all
too.
kinds of music, but this time of night, I want something chill.
Yeah, like R&B.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you guys think about Beyonce, what you call it? Beyonce's country song. That song's been a lot of buzz on TV. And I see
She had
She
has a country song now? I'm like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, she's a country song out. I have not seen a video.
I'm still here. I'm just got to change real quick.
Oh. But the song is all right. It's okay.
I think I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, play it. What's it called?
I forgot the name of it. I know when I hear it.
I'm about to find it on YouTube. I'm about to get copyrighted today, but that's fine. Sorry, y'all. I had to put my pants on. Y'all can't see you couldn't see my lady parts.
Oh, Lord.
I feel like I'm a nudist because when I'm at home, I don't like to wear clothes. Sometimes my mom gonna be like, "Put some pants on."
You like Angela Bofill? You like her music, or you like Beyonce's music? Which one are you talking about?
I don't like Beyonce like that. I'm not really a big Beyonce fan at all. Period.
Right.
I like old school. I like Maya. Yeah, I like Maya. A. Marie. One Thing. You know her.
Oh yeah, I love her. I love that song. I love her.
That's my shit. That right there. Yeah. So I could jam out. And who's the other one? I'm playing mine right now.
I like Aaliyah too. Aaliyah. It's okay by Miss Boo.
Miss Boo said it's okay, sis. Oh, Lady Red should be joining us, my friend Jose, and hopefully Sofa Eats. And Yasmin, if you're not working, because I know she I don't know her schedule, but yeah, I don't know if she's working right now. But girl, if you want to join us, you can pull up. We just, me and Lady Ray gonna have our bonnets on today, and this is how I am. Oh my goodness! Hey, Auntie Lisa. Now, child, she's another one that you have to follow.
Okay.
She has 2 channels: Living Life with Lisa, and then she has. I'll send you her links. I'll send you the links later on.
Okay. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
But she does. She lives in Texas, and she does like home with me, clean with me. She does DIY stuff, decorating videos. Love
Okay,
her.
I have
And
to
her
check
and
that
husband,
out.
they cook together. They have a daughter. They cook together
Oh,
on
good.
that channel. hmm
Very good.
They have like
Definitely check
reviews. Auntie Lisa, do you ask Auntie Lisa? Does she like who you just said, that performer, the old school performer? She might know who you talk about.
Angela Bofield. You like Angela Bofield? YouTube will stop you from going live for a long time. You better watch out. What does that mean?
Oh, Yasmin, they won't. They won't. If we play certain music, YouTube won't do that. Because if I play certain music that YouTube don't like, I'll delete. I'll make the live private.
Oh,
I'll put it in private status. But that don't bother me. Girl,
okay.
I've been on YouTube
He's
for
at
like
work.
10 years.
Nara, you work
You
too
at work?
much. You work too hard,
For
Nara.
real. Take a break, sis. Take a
Mhm.
break. Oh, you never heard of her? Charles, you should play some of her music.
Yeah,
Well, you playing it right
Angela
now, but
Bofield. She's the one that's saying he's too tough for me. Let me see. I'll play a song that you might know.
she said, nah, I need money.
Huh?
I know that's right, sis. You better get your money. She said, nah,
Hey,
I need
Nara, I need
money.
some money too. Give me some money, Nara. I need some slap some over this way.
You getting a check. You getting tons of checks coming in. Let me stop telling your business.
I'm not monetized yet.
No, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about your other incomes.
I still want more money.
Charles, he a hustler.
Right. Gotta make this money.
Love, can you hear my music? I don't want to play it too loud in my house, but
No, I really can't
I
hear it.
hear it. Okay, good.
I can hear
Show
I can hear a
me
little bit of it,
love.
but I can't really hear it
I don't want
clearly.
to blast it.
Gotcha.
I'm in mama's house. I don't be doing all that.
What are y'all drinking
It's
this
different when
evening? Stacking so I can go full time. Hey, there you go.
exactly.
Full time on YouTube. That's good. That's
And
always
buy
good.
subscribers and views. Let me stop playing.
Mhm.
I said pay for your subscribers, girl. Let me stop. Auntie Lisa, I got my little sleepy drink. I'm about to say that stuff. This little sleepy powder. I was showing it to Charles earlier,
Mhm.
and then the video, it'll knock you out. That stuff right there. Don't play about this. I don't play about this, girl. And have y'all tried that cherry tart, the organic? I know, Charles, you gonna go to the grocery store and pick you up a bottle.
Nah,
Can y'all see
I
it?
would not
What you
drink
mean
something
not? Why? It's supposed to relax you.
Nah, I want to be relaxed. I want to be
Oh my,
hyper.
Auntie Lisa, I'm gonna send you a picture on Instagram. But it's called I don't know if it's everywhere, but it was at Wegmans.
Mhm.
I don't think everybody had Wegmans, but it should be at your local grocery store. But it's called U Therapy Sleep Powder, and it's a lemon lime flavor. It is so good. And I just mixed it with my cherry tart and my True Dream sleepy drink that's in the grocery store. Every grocery store should have it. All the stuff you need to go to sleep.
Mm.
I cut out drinking that wine during the week because I can't do it and then go back to work the next day. Like it's not that don't work for me.
It's just I drink on the clock, off the clock, between the clock, beside the clock, above the clock, beneath the clock. But they all knew
Not beneath the clock.
when I go to take a lunch break at work, they know I drink.
Sleep doesn't like. I'm gonna send you the Actually, I put the ingredients in my description box. I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram, Auntie Lisa. I'm gonna send you a message tomorrow, possibly if not today. Whew. I work from home. Yasmin, I work in a call center. This is the last time I'm doing a call center job too, because I told Charles how it is, how the calls come back to back. My goodness, I can't even go to the bathroom. Y'all know we talked about that last week.
I know. It's the same way for me. When I work from home, I have meetings back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And then being a supervisor is worse because I have to deal with after my team, after people above me, outside my organization.
Mm-hmm.
So I get bombarded with a lot of questions. And then I get tasked
Right.
with special projects.
So, hey, Angela, I put the link in the Instagram if you want to come up.
Hey, Angela.
Turn down for a second. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Angela, the link is in our little private chat, our little group. This is my little crew, y'all. So this is my group. Oh, when you get home, you out. You outside? Not she outside.
Oh,
I
Lord.
can't wait to see her in Vegas. I'm super excited about Vegas. Oh, what you doing out? She loves to play bingo.
Oh,
You
okay.
playing bingo with the
Okay.
girls?
That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That should be fun. I'm trying to think if I should travel this year. I'm supposed to see a friend of mine in
You
Thailand,
should.
but I don't
In
know it.
Thailand.
Yeah.
I always want to go there. There's one girl who
Mhm.
I know who's a van lifer, and she's in Thailand
Mhm.
right now. But I always wanted to go there to Thailand. Oh, you took your son to get his haircut. Yeah, sometimes the boys they need their haircut sometimes.
I cut my own hair.
She said travel, as he should.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I've been traveling.
Hey
I mean,
Tamika
before
Davis.
the pandemic, I traveled. Hey,
Hey, I'm
Tamika.
done.
Hey,
I took
Tamika,
a
how you
2 year
doing?
break. Tamika is a real supporter too. She comment and she watch everybody videos.
Yeah,
Like,
she
and
does
I see
comment
her
on
and other
videos
people's
also.
stuff.
Yeah, so Tamika, I
Hmm.
appreciate you. So thank you so much. So to ask you about that question, if you hit the Mega Million lottery, what are the top 5 things you would do with that money? So let's say if you won 600 million and
Mm,
you brought home 300, let's say 300 million, make it easy. What are the five
mm.
things you would do with 300 million?
I would.
And there's no right and there's no wrong answer. Everybody's perspective is different.
I would pay off my debt, and I don't have that much debt, but I would help my mom out, and then I would get this
Please,
house paid
please.
off, and then I would have my brother out,
Mhm.
and then I would buy us, I would buy her another home in
Right,
Florida. Like a
right,
vacation home,
right.
because
Mhm.
we're from there, and sometimes we want to go to Florida, and we want to, stay, but not with family, because
Right.
you know how that can be.
All right, right, right. If I want
And
that much
these
money,
are my,
right.
mm,
If I wanted much money, what I would do is I would go to work every day and do everything that violates the HR rules to find out how long it would take to fire me. I just want to see what it's like
shut
to
up.
test it. I'm thinking like that. I want to go to work every
I've
day,
done
just
that before.
do
I've
everything
done that
wrong.
before, though.
Okay, see what they really made of. But bills and now, yeah, it's a good idea. I see you, Terry.
He would try to
I
get fired,
definitely want to
y'all,
go back
from
and
his
see.
job.
I will definitely buy me. I want a bigger house, but I definitely want to get a PhD and buy a home to rent out. There you go. Yep. And pay my kids, give me a room. There you go.
Hmm.
Yep. I want a
I
PhD.
really want to pay.
Okay, Lisa.
And make sure you pay your tithes tomorrow. 10% of your paycheck.
Mhm. Pay my debt, set my
Yep,
yep, yep. Those are all good.
exactly.
But if you ever hit the lottery, though,
Period.
make sure you'll get a good lawyer. Get a good lawyer. By the way, who in this chat has a will? I do have a will, you all. I need to update it. Make sure you
I
guys
know I'm not that old yet.
get a will, get your will set up. I have a will, power of attorney, and last will and testament. I need to update my will. So if you don't have a will, please make sure you get it done, especially if you have kids. Get it done.
People don't think about wills, Charles. We don't think about that. I'm broke. I don't need no wills. Who am I gonna give money to? Well, life insurance. It probably go to my mama because she's on the list.
Right.
But yeah, we don't think about death like that. But I try not to.
Right.
I'm not
I
scared to
think
die. Trust me, because
I
I know I'm
think
going to heaven.
right. I think the cost of a will, everybody, don't quote me on this. The last one of my friends just got their will done. It was $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But I had mine done
a
many,
thousand
many years.
dollars. I know they lying.
But I did mine many, many years ago. I only paid 500 for mine. But I need to update mine. Because certain my it's a
You see what she said?
huh?
Look at that. What Miss Boo said.
Find a way to get I would.
I
I would.
That is the funniest shit I've heard all day. They lost their minds. Exactly, Yasmin. Yasmin.
No, that
I'm
I
trying
would
to
do
tell you.
everything I could to get fired to see how long it would take. But and the reason why I'm that way, you all, because at work, all that for a will. The reason why I would do that because I mess with my managers now at work. I keep telling them, we're not going to fire me. They said, Charles, we're not going to fire you. I asked for a demotion.
You've been there way too long.
I asked for a demotion. I asked to get terminated. I said, no, you are too valuable. You're not going anywhere.
Not a demotion.
I don't want to be a supervisor. It's a lot of work.
It's not. It is. I don't want to be one either. No, I don't want to supervise on nobody.
Yeah.
I do not want to. I don't want to be in charge of anybody unless I have my own business.
Right.
And I have my own employees, and that's it. Hopefully one day.
Actually, I would love to open up an upscale lounge where you gotta have a dress code.
That'd be cute.
And I don't want a bar. I want it to be an upscale lounge for that have like I want somebody like playing the piano in the middle of the room. I want something to be very, very classy and elegant.
That'd be nice.
And to get in,
that'd be really nice.
At least 25. I'm gonna set up age limit. There's gonna be a dress code. It's gonna be a nice ambiance. But I want to have like live performers come there, whether it be local or professional.
Oh, Jasmine, he was saying he was gonna do a video on that.
Okay.
About what you just said.
Yeah, please buy a home. So let's talk about this house, everybody. So this is my second house. You guys, when I bought this house I live in right now, I went to settlement. Well, let me back up a minute. I did the
Nah, he taking too long.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
She's funny.
I went to settlement. They did not settlement papers. My name was wrong. This was the hardest settlement I've ever had. This settlement took me like 4 hours. They had to go back to the title company, redo everything. But it's a lot of work. But I sold my townhouse to get this house. But it's a lot of work. And if you have a 401k or any kind of, not pension, but 401k, you can always, if you don't have the money. So I can tell you this. So when I bought this house, my settlement was $60,000 to get in this house, my down payment at settlement.
Wow.
Yeah, but I bought this house when the market was good. But it all depends on how much the house costs too. So.
Yeah. Right, Auntie Lisa. What she said.
Huh?
She said you must have your affairs in order.
I do. I'm very, very organized. But if you want to buy a house, start looking now and get pre-qualified. Pay those debts down. So through 3 things: pay your debts down, get pre-qualified, and start looking. Do not wait until you're ready to buy a house and then start looking. Start looking now to see what's out there, to see what you like and what you don't like. Because you don't know what's out there. Start looking.
Right.
And also, too, when you buy a house, everybody, because the lender tried to get me, they didn't realize I was not, they thought I was one of those people who did not read the documentation. So when I bought my house, I locked in my interest rate to get in this house. So like 30 days before settlement, I had to go back to the builder's lender to do my, my pre-settlement papers. And the guy forced his piece of paper in front of me and said, here, sign this. When I read it, I said, no, the interest rate is incorrect. I'm not signing that. He told me, no, that's the interest rate. I said, no, it's not. He said, well, that's the interest rate we have on file. Well, the lender told me, show me your copy. Now, how in the world can I have a copy of something that's different from you? And you gave me the documentation. So make sure you read everything in that settlement, everybody. That's very, very important. A lot of people in this area lost their homes because they bought their dream home, but they didn't look at what they were signing. Hey, Daisy, right?
Hi, Miss Daisy.
So please read and start now.
Right. Start while you can and while you're building money, while you're building your, finances.
Yep.
I would say sometimes it takes people a long time to build their finances, like more. But whether it takes me 5 or 10 years, it don't matter. Like one day I'm gonna be financially stable. It's not today, but
it took me a lot of time also. So everybody knows I went to How you doing, Daisy? Everybody knows I went to North Carolina A&T State University for undergrad. When I finished undergrad, you guys, I was in so much debt. I was wearing linen suits and not flip flops, but sandal shoes in the wintertime. I didn't have no car, being sued left and right by my credit card companies. So I had to get myself out of that debt. And plus, I was not making that much money. The money came when I got my certification. That's when I boosted my salary up. Oh, if the company offers training, take that free training, everybody. Training is free. Please take it. Always get those
Exactly.
marketable skills so you can make more money.
And certifications, actually, like I'm doing, go on Coursera.com like I'm doing.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get my cyber security exam, but you still have to pay for the exam, but you can get like the course training for free
Right.
within a certain amount of time. So
Right.
once you do that, then because I really don't like customer service, but a job is a job.
All right.
And
Oh
right
yeah.
now,
Oh
I
yeah.
need to save money.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm not telling
that's
anybody.
life.
Right. I'm not telling anybody. My journey in life, everybody, was very hard in my young years. I did it to myself. But certification is where it's at. There you go.
Mhm. Hey, Annabelle,
Yep.
she's another good one, Charles.
Okay.
That's a real supporter.
Annabelle, how you
Mhm.
doing? So when I got my certifications, everybody. So well, I'm gonna quote my salary. When I passed the CPA exam, everybody, that added $30,000 to my salary back then. So those certifications,
Right? Isn't that crazy?
huh?
And that's crazy because you don't have to go to college for everything. You don't have
Oh
to
yeah, no,
go
you don't have to.
you know, they say college on the applications, but you really don't have to go to college to do that job. So
Well, it depends on like a CPA. You have to have college. Certain
yeah,
certifications.
some stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But I was in the books. My head was in the
And
books. And you know what I measure success this way. If you always make
that's true.
more than your age, you're doing good. That's how I measure
Hmm.
my success.
You see Annabelle comment? I think that's true. Some trade schools or some of
Yes,
them are
that's
better
true.
than colleges.
Like like
Hmm.
like heating, plumbing, and air conditioning, they make very good money, everybody. Home
They
remodeling
sure
and
do.
repairs make very good money. So trade
Hmm.
schools are very, very good. And in college, it's not for everybody. I happen to be a nerd. I love school, but it's not for everybody.
Right.
But you have to find out where your strengths are and follow that path in life and just do better for yourself. And don't be afraid to take chances. And sometimes,
Wait a minute, click on the group chat. Sorry, she messaging me.
oh, and then it's so funny. When I started moving up in my career, everybody, a lot of my friends thought that I was better than they are. I'm not that kind of person. It's just so happened that
Right.
I wanted to better myself. It had nothing to do with me thinking that I'm better. Nobody's better than anybody. But at the end of the day, I had to pay my own bills. Yeah,
That's true. That's what my brother does.
they make very good money.
Hmm.
Very good money. Heating and cooling start $45 a year. 45,000. That's a good salary. That is not bad. When I finished undergrad, everybody, I was making, it was back in the 90s. I was making $8.27 an hour, barely 20 grand a year, with a 4-year degree at Giant Food Incorporated.
That's crazy.
So when I look at my salary, everybody, how I progressed in my career, it has really, you want more, of course, and don't ever be complacent. Just because you got something now, strive to do more and be better.
Hmm.
But do not make material things your motive for doing better. I don't look at this material thing saying I want this, I want that. I do want those nice things, but the motive is not to be materialistic. I like nice things, but I'm not materialistic. Well, I guess I am, but you know what I mean.
That's true.
Yeah. How much you make
Y'all
now?
so nosy. Talk about how much you make now.
Put in the chat. How much you all think I make per year?
Yeah,
I'll let you know who's close.
maybe he'll give you some money. Shit, I'm still waiting on my check from her.
But I do well. I was very well. With the weather getting
Annabelle said with the
yeah. And guess what? You
yeah, he didn't cool it.
By the way, getting back to homes. So in my house, both my AC and my furnaces went out in this freaking house. The furnace upstairs and the AC outside was one upstairs was like 6,000 and the one in the basement was 15,000. So we're down on this. You said 100,000. Okay,
Mm-hmm. That's what you said.
What others do we have? What other guesses do we have?
I say like
I can tell you your income. Tell what we should say. Tell me your house.
One. I say 150,000.
For what?
For how much you can make a year, 150K. I think that.
Okay, what other bids do we have?
You a baller, shot collar.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not quote my salary. It's definitely well over 150,000. Let me just put it out there like that. If your house cost,
Here she goes.
It wasn't cheap. I wish it was. Actually, you know what's so funny? My house back then, it was nothing like the houses now. They overpriced. Everything is overpriced.
Hey, Lady Red. Hey, sis.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? I miss you.
I'm good. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sticks. Let me clean my camera real quick. Listen, it's very chaotic in my crib. Cut it out, Steph. It's very chaotic. My daughter's 31st birthday was yesterday, so we celebrating today. So I am a little bit all over the place.
Okay.
Why is that blocking my face?
Got you.
Because it's a comment. And
no,
your
but
face is right there.
It wasn't doing that before. When we was on our last live, it wasn't doing that before.
Right.
All right. So why.
Anyway, I'm in the middle of making tacos.
Say me more.
Girl, you should start early.
I thought I did, but I didn't anticipate doing extra. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
okay, Charles, third comment. Well, I'll let Larry Red talk. Before you came in, he asked everybody how much.
I just wanted to at least sign in and be in here. So I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Let me go get my stuff and I'll be right back. All right.
All right.
All right. Cool beans.
Okay. So Miss Boone,
you might see a grandkid or two flash back and forth.
She's funny.
So far, Miss Boo is close, and that's all I'm gonna say. Wow. What? Hold on. What you say? Wow. What you? Again, I need to get. So I'm gonna everybody. I'm an accountant. I'm a certified public accountant. I hold. I do have a master's. I hold 4 certifications. I hold a certified public accountancy in Maryland and Virginia. I'm also a certified internal controls professional. I'm a certified internal controls auditor, and I'm also a chartered global management accountant. So those are the credentials that I hold.
You do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I love learning. I love it.
I like the way you work it. Go diddy, diggity, or whatever you call it. That's what I'm listening to. I'm trying to change it, just make it just a tad bit better.
Oh yeah,
okay, that's cute.
Yeah,
I like that. And then when more people come in, I'll just like, change it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That way you can see everybody's face and people don't feel left out. Or whatever. Yasmin say yes.
Yep. So, by the way, don't look at what I have now, what I make now. It was not always like this. I work hard to get here. Now, if you don't know, I am a federal employee. If I work in the industry, I can make a lot more money. But the thing is, I don't care about the money because I'm older. I care about stability and healthcare. But if you're young, face the dollar.
Healthcare is very important and stability.
Yeah. Some of my friends, we were managers in this one firm we worked in. Some of them actually got fired. They got fired.
That's crazy.
Yep, they got fired because the economy got bad. Right.
That's true too.
True. That is so true. And that's why everybody in the world, if you do have a 9-to-5 like I do, you should find other income streams to coming into the house. So if you do lose income, you have something coming in. So that's why my tax practice. And now I'm trying to get YouTube off the ground. But don't be afraid to work. My philosophy is this: you have plenty of time to rest when you die. So don't rest now. Right now, it's not resting time, it's enjoyment time. Enjoy your life. Thank you so much, Ms. Boo. And the key here is when you're successful, help other people. I'm not selfish. I've helped a lot of people out. Don't ever be selfish. Reach back and help others.
That's true.
Okay, Ms. Boo.
And be humble.
And always be humble.
Oh, you do, Miss Boo? Okay.
Yep. Oh, good.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely real estate investment. We were just talking about that.
I've been a federal employee for August 1st will be 14 years for me. 14 years. And prior to that, I worked for CPA firms doing consulting work to the federal government.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
My mom did say hi, by the way. I told her you said hi.
Yeah, okay. All right, good.
Earlier. Oh, your birthday, August 1st?
That I can meet her August 1st. Oh, Yasmin.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. We could do that. You heard me?
Huh?
I said that'll be nice. We could do that one time.
What? Do what?
What you just said. Talk to my mom on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you see the comments or is it just me?
Like, Charles, can you try the 2-time spicy noodles? Okay, so
I
have an upcoming video. I got a lot of videos in the bank. So certain foods you're not going to see me do on my channel. By the way, I'm a type 2 diabetic, everybody. So certain foods you're not going to see me eat. I don't like cheese. I don't like dairy. So a lot of stuff I don't eat. However, I will do the 2-time spicy. I will try that. So yes,
that's pretty good.
I'm gonna try it. So
actually, 2-time spicy is very good.
In the mail, from Amazon yesterday, and so I'm gonna start those suckers.
That natural sauce is good.
Is it really very spicy? Like, how is it? Is it really spicy or?
It's like in between. It's like mild, but it's still good.
Okay, it's not sweet, is it?
It's a little bit, but like not too much in your face. Like it's not like girl like that.
Right. I have to look at the ingredients. I have to watch my sugar. By the way, I don't take any kind of medication. I control my diabetes through my diet. This is my problem right here. I drink too much.
We know, but it's okay. We all have, our vices.
All right.
It's good. She said she lying. Jasmine, don't call me out. You better come up here on this live. Have you tried to say something, girl? Pull up on the live.
No, it's good. You know what? I always wanted to meet other YouTubers like this. Of course, I prefer face to face. But sometimes you look at people on, videos, you don't know if your energy and their energy is going to be, the same.
It's going to match.
Right.
Right. But your energy and my energy match. Usually, like, with me, when it comes to people, I have to feel you out first because I don't trust people out. So I wouldn't be, like, talking. I don't even like to give out my number. So that's another thing I don't like to do.
Right.
You lucky you have my number because a lot of people don't have it, except for my family. And then a lot of them don't have it either, so.
Right.
Except for my mom.
I do have good, we all have discerning of the spirit. Like discerning somebody's spirit. I think a lot of times we as people, we ignore it. The signs are there. We just now, turning the other cheek and just ignore certain signs. But I do pay attention to energy, their behavior, and how they navigate in their life and their actions. Because it's an action.
Okay, Auntie Lisa.
Have a great
Have a good night, Auntie.
It was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you also, Lisa. Have a good weekend. Be blessed.
Have a blessed night.
All right.
We love you.
Not what time you get off?
She probably get off midnight.
That's a hard working.
Where Jose ass at? Because it's been 7 o'clock. Don't have me cuss his ass out because he the one who said today. Oh. He let me stop playing because like the host will be pull up like. Let me just mess you. I mean, I'm not pressed or whatever. We going live either way. Like that's why I told you it might be an hour or two. Oh, she told you 11. Yasmin, run me $10 in my Cash App, girl. That was correct.
And you know what?
I said 11 o'clock.
Nadra, you probably went to work at 5 o'clock this morning, working all the way to 11 p.m. You are a hard working young lady. But I don't listen. Make that money. That's good.
While your body can do it.
To be successful, everybody, you got to do things that the average person is not willing to do.
And I'm not willing to be a CNA. I don't want to wipe old people's behinds. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. That's not my type of. Some people can do it. Like I don't know, CNAs do different things, but my homegirl, she do it. Just sit there and watch the lady cook for her, pretty much, and then she's done. She sleep when she sleeps.
Right.
She said 3 to 11. Oh, I hear the grandbabies.
Not too bad. Good.
3 to 11. You want to have another baby?
7 days a week.
Yeah, you got to be built for it because you have to lift people. Child, I'm telling you, that's a lot of work.
But you know what? That's what makes the world go round. We need people to be different and like different things. Because if we all the same thing, this would be a corrupt, messed up world. So,
right. Everybody's not going to talk on the phone all day.
That's a hard job. So we
really
for doing that.
And you actually got to care about people to do that type of work.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, what's the point?
Right.
Of doing it.
Right. I agree.
I love this stuff. I told you this is stuff I use.
That's Vaseline and cocoa butter? Oh yeah, I never saw that. Okay.
Really, the healing jelly? I put it all around my skin. This is the only thing I really use, to be honest, for my face. You don't know.
Okay, thank you, Miss Boo, for finding me on TikTok. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Miss Boo, I'm on there too. You weren't able to find mine. That's because mine has Miss Queen period eats. I think that's what it is. TikTok. There's a period before eats. See how they do me on TikTok? Talk about some Miss Queen period eats.
So that's what you get.
Period supposed to be on the period is supposed to be on the end. I'm like, that's messed up. Like, why?
Right.
Why would you like? But yeah, my skin is so clear because I don't put a lot of makeup on my face. I don't like all that shit on my face. Like, take my makeup, and especially if you have a lot of bumps. Why would you put makeup on top of bumps? I'm sorry, all that shit don't make sense to me. Do it make sense to you, Charles?
I don't wear makeup, so I don't know nothing about makeup.
Well, for the ladies in the building.
So I can't respond to that one.
I don't do that, okay? I can't. I just do my brows and that's it. I like to have smooth skin. I don't like dry skin. What made me start YouTube? I just wanted to blog. Well, if you go back in my old videos, Yasmin, I was doing a lot of blogging. And then I went to eating shows. And then I might blog again later on in life when I move out the house. But what about you, Charles?
So I started my YouTube journey during the pandemic. I was sitting in this house, bored to death. And I always watched. So on YouTube back then, I was watching, what's the name? B Loves Life. She was like my favorite YouTuber. All my friends said, why do you watch this woman eat like seafood and smack and all this other crazy stuff? I said, you all got to sit down and get into it. So when I kept watching her, I said, you know what? I am going to start my YouTube channel. And that's what I did. And now I look at this not as a job. I look at it as a hobby. I really enjoy doing this. It's fun. I like doing it.
Yeah, it is fun. But Yasmin, makeup makes your bumps, your acne worse. It don't make it any better. I'm just saying. That's my point. You know, sometimes you need to let your face breathe. You know, give it some air. I just don't like makeup. I like doing my brows. That's pretty much it. Maybe I'll do a little eyeliner, some eyeshadow, and some blush. That's pretty much it. Highlight. I love the highlight. And but that's it. Because some of us, like, we don't need to be lighter than we already are. Because Yasmin is, like, super light. And I told her, put on my makeup. I'm like, girl, you do not need all that damn concealer, okay? I'm trying to tell you. We really don't. Like, I don't know who told us we need to be lighter than we already are. Because we're already light. To you, Charles, like, where that came from? Being extra light, more light. You're a man, so you wouldn't know what I'm
I mean, I know,
yeah,
I know people want to be lighter, but I guess it's personal preference.
Our color is perfect. Anybody's color is perfect, really, even dark skin.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's supposed to match you and your personality.
At the end of the day, we should all be happy in our skin.
Mm-hmm.
We all got
so much less
talents. Just learn to, you know, make it work for you.
Mm-hmm. It's fun, but I wouldn't wear makeup like all the time like that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. What you see is what you get. Maybe on the first date or something, I'll like put brows on, maybe a little bit of like eyeliner, like I said, eyeshadow. That's it. Keep it pushing. Make my skin like this, nice and smooth, and that's pretty much it. I don't like all that makeup shit because it feels like you're like doing like putting on like a clown. You know how they put on makeup? Let me stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I don't wear makeup. Whatever you talking about, it's like on my head. So y'all said, I'm like, I don't know what to say.
We're gonna have to wait for Lady Red's opinion on that one. I don't wear makeup every day. Yeah, dating stuff is cute when you go out to the party. Right, and doing a YouTube video, which was cute when you did that one. Putting on makeup. But she did that one when she was going out on a date.
Yeah, that was a nice vlog she did. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Very classy.
Very well edited.
Yep. You did a very good job. Nadira, I should kill you because when I saw that video and I did my video, I looked at my feet. I am desperate to have a pedicure. I got pigs. These suckers are squealing and barking.
I can't stand when people touch my feet. I used to go get pedicures all the time. But now I'm just like, ugh. I don't want nobody touching my feet. Feet are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
To me. My feet, but I do keep them like, trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
I do cut my toenails and keep them trimmed. At least I try to.
Yeah, I cut I cut my fingernails and my toenails also. I have to. These suckers will get long like balls.
And they get long like without you knowing it. You'd be like, when did that happen?
I ripped my sheet.
Oh my goodness. I'll be like, dang, I just cut these toenails 2 days ago. What happened? I was like, I'd be tripping. I'd be cussing them out. Nadira. It's pronounced Nadira.
Oh, Nadira. Oh, Nadira.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nadira. Okay, sorry. Is your last name
at least you corrected me?
Yasmin?
I've been saying Yasmin.
That's what I was saying. So Nadira. Okay, Nadira.
That's cute. Cool.
Oh no, it's Nadira or Nadira. No, Nadira. Okay, no, Nadira. Okay,
Nadira. Like deer and then Ra.
Nadira. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Yasmin.
Nadira,
okay, I'm saying it right.
Okay, so I got the last name right. Is that like Muslim? Not Muslim. Like, what does that name symbolize? I like that name though. I never heard of anybody with that name. I love that.
Me either. That's very original.
Yeah. It's a very nice name.
My name's not. Everybody got my name, Stephanie and Nicole.
Everybody got mine too, so mine is a common name.
Oh, that's your middle name? I could tell that was your middle name. We don't need to know your last name. You don't want to tell us. That's fine.
Got it. I love it.
I'll go wherever you. Oh, yes. She said it's a Muslim name. Okay.
Okay. So I was right. Okay.
That's cute. I think it's cute. I like it.
Very nice.
That's cute. Yeah. I used to have some Muslim friends, and then we stopped talking. But we're different religions, so But
right.
Life happens.
That's true.
One minute you see people, the next minute you don't. We're gonna be here. Where is Lady Red? She taking forever with this food. Bro, tacos only take 20 to 25 minutes, 15 minutes at the most. But you got no, they only take me like 5 to 10 minutes to cook. Really, 15, really. But she have a lot of kids. She have a lot of people to feed.
Got it. Okay, not either.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
So where Jose at? Hold on.
Well, let me replenish my tequila and cranberry, buddy. I'll be right back.
Wait, get a shot, Charles. Take a shot.
Huh?
I was gonna ask you to get a shot. Bring a shot.
Oh, okay.
I'm not drinking, but he is. I'm that one friend that gets you drunk but don't drink. Well, I used to do that when I did drink, to be honest. I used to be like, let's take shots. I'm over here drinking water and ginger ale. And they actually drinking a shot. And I'm dying there, but well, the one friend, let's get fucked up. Yeah. Not anymore. I can't do that. I can't do all that drinking like that. My body does not like that. But I used to do overnights, Yasmin. I used to do overnights. I used to work at Thermo Fisher. We used to make those Nalgene water bottles. If you ever seen them before, I don't have one on hand, but we used to get them for free. The company used to give it to us for free. Like the machine made the water bottles, and when they came out of the end of the line, they'd be like, "You want these? Hell yeah, I'll take them home to my family. Yes, I want them." So I would just take them home. And yeah, I didn't like. I would never do overnights again, though. I don't think I would. Like now, I'm not a day person, but I wake up at like 5 a.m, sometimes maybe 4, and that's when I start my day. Really, because it's good to start your day like early. Get all your meditation stuff out the way, your journaling, if you can, and your little me time before you start work, before everybody else wake up in the house. I know you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Your little morning time. Because once everybody else in the house wake up, that's it. So I like the early mornings. I like to be quiet, go to the bathroom. And that's why I'll start my day really early. Whoop, and I dropped y'all. Jesus. See? I thought I would go with a lie without dropping y'all. Stop playing. I'm trying to move the table. But it's just me. But yeah, I do day shifts. And I'm just ready for retirement. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to retire. I'm over this working shit is for the birds. I can't just be a housewife. I just really want to be a housewife one day. I'm just blabbing. I think that would be nice. I'd be a good housewife. Clean the house, take care of the kids, take care of my man. I have to, have my little side hustles on the side, be a mommy blogger. I think that'd be really cute. Not have to work a 9 to 5 or on somebody else's schedule. Whew, that's what we're working for, Yasmin, and whoever else in the building. That's what we're working towards. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? Chiller. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Good evening. I think everybody else is taking an intermission, but I'm still here. And then we have like one more person who might come or might not. But it is what it is. Oh, you made another one. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's usually my dream. When I used to go out to the club, I used to always order vodka and cranberry. Period. That's my drink.
Yeah, I drink white liquor.
You ready to get off work? I hear that. Hey, everybody working tonight.
I am too.
It's one of them nights. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
I know Raymond said he can't really get his drink. I can't complain. Cheers. That is good.
No, my drink is good. It's refreshing. Everybody, tomorrow I'm going to church. Can you all believe this?
I can believe it. I like their churches better down there than up here anyway. Y'all have better churches down there.
Oh, if you say so.
No, y'all do. You've never been up to church up here before.
Okay, who is that? Raymond Tacular?
He's new. Yeah.
I have another one for you, brother.
He drinking the real juice. Thank you for watching us, Raymond. We appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, it's just gonna be you and me tonight. Lady Ray busy, and then I bet you everybody gonna come on around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Watch. That's when everybody gonna come on. I'm like, listen, y'all, Charles got to turn to church. Turn it down. Like, where was y'all at? So,
how many people in the chat?
Right now, you mean Lady Red, but then whenever Jose if he get done with that dinner, then he'll come.
Okay.
Cause you know how that is when you having dinner with somebody, then they want to do something else. Yeah.
Or they have dessert, or they start talking about something, good. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got Kirk Franklin in the background now.
Taxes yet? They better file their taxes, right? Get it to April 15th.
I can do mine yet. But it's gonna get done. It'll get done eventually.
Yeah.
Who is that? Lady Red people?
I think so.
She do got a lot going on over there. I'm going over there.
You know it's not my house. I live alone, so.
Yeah, it's not my house. I'm in my room by myself. So.
What are you guys doing this summer for fun? I want to go to an amusement park. I'm a big kid, guys. I love roller coasters.
Oh my God, I can't stand them. I don't like heights.
I like the beach. I want to go to the beach. What about the beach?
That I can do.
Yeah, I
love the beach. I can't swim though.
Only if the water is clear. Like around here, I can't do it.
I can't swim. I wouldn't be swimming.
I love to swim. I'm a good swimmer.
When
I went to Bahamas, I was in 25 feet of water. You can see from the top of the ocean down 25 feet down to the bottom.
That's crazy. No, that's scary to me. I don't like. My brother can swim, but I don't like deep ends. I'm not a deep end type of person.
I love it.
I have to feel, oh no, it's hard for me. I can't even float. I try.
It's probably the fear of all that water. It's probably scaring you. But to shred water is easy to stay afloat.
I can't. That's why I don't want to go on a cruise. Cause I'm like, oh, well, what if the ship? What if the ship goes down? I can't swim.
I'm scared to
die.
Rescue boats attached to it. So if something happens, you just get on one of those boats.
But what if it happens before you get on the boat?
Then you better start praying. Ask the Lord to forgive you for all your sins. That's all I can say.
Really? That is hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, I just wonder.
But the cruises, the people get sick though. People get all kinds of bacteria on these cruises.
Did you hear about American Airlines where the girl where she had a stomach bug?
No.
And they kicked her off the plane. Y'all hear about that?
No.
She got kicked off the plane. This was I seen it online. It was on Facebook, one of them links.
But how did they know she had a stomach bug? How the whole
because thing? she was holding it, keeping it up in the bathroom for a very long time.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
She must have ate something bad then.
Yeah, and then they had to kick her out. I was like, that's crazy. And then did you hear about that one guy that tried to that opened the emergency door with his leg?
With his leg?
Yeah, in midair.
No.
You didn't hear about that?
I've been so busy, I haven't really paid attention to the news. So how in the world you broke leg?
It was one of them links. You know how Facebook has those links that pop up?
Oh yeah.
It was one of them.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Now, you know what's so funny? I must be ignorant. I always thought those doors in the plane, you cannot open it unless somebody comes in the pocket. They need to fix that because to me, like the cockpit door is too thin. It might bust through it. And then to be able to open the door in mid-flight up in the air is stupid. Some kind of security or something.
I muted her. Right. I muted her. I'll unmute her when she come back.
Okay.
Because I was wait a minute, I can do this.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Do stuff. I thank God all the times I've flown, I've never been on a plane with an unruly passenger. Never.
I haven't either, actually. Nah, I haven't either.
I'm glad. I don't want to experience it, but you know, that's why a lot of times you don't want to go anywhere because I don't care if you drive somewhere, you fly, or the boat. I mean, a cruise. It's always a mess.
And people are crazy. Just like when I travel. When I travel, I just don't say too much to people. I just do what I got to do and keep it pushing.
Right. Yeah, everybody's sensitive these days. You can say good morning. Somebody ready to pop you in your face. It's really crazy.
What you say to me?
That's why I stay in the house. Everything I need about it is right here in my house. I got my beer, my food, my wine, my liquor, my TV. I got you guys I entertain, and other people on YouTube or other platforms who entertain me. So I'm good.
Right.
I don't ran those streets in my 20s and 30s. I don't ran it. I don't ran all over DC, Maryland, and Virginia, North Carolina, so North New York, abroad. So I don't have to do all that anymore because I already done it. So that's why I'm fine being in, in my house.
Right.
I like being home.
But I do like to travel whenever you can get a chance to travel to leave.
I've done quite a bit of travel.
Because God didn't make this earth so we could just sit in the house,
Right. Well, unfortunately, society is forcing us to stay in the house because it's safer. Even though technically no place is safe, but I feel safer here in my house than out in the streets. My community it's very quiet over here. It's like a cemetery over here where I live. It's very quiet.
It's quiet here too, other than like dogs barking.
Me too. I love
to travel, but I love to stay home.
Right.
But when I'm in travel mode, I'm in travel mode. But when I'm in home mode, I'm in home mode.
Right. My favorite place I've been to Spain. Spain was really nice, everybody. I love Spain.
I always want to go there.
Like London. London was terrible. The food was terrible.
Why everybody say that about London? I'm going. Like that's
you should still go. You should still go. You should go for the experience. When I went to London, it was cold, it was damp, raining. The food was terrible. It didn't have no taste to it. It's
where the hell did you eat it? Where did you eat?
I barely ate. Even the Chinese restaurant was bad. We went to an Indian restaurant. I didn't like it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I think that out of all the countries I've gone to,
hey Tamika.
Philippines is good. Hey Tamika. Yeah, she's another good supporter also. She supports also. So thank you.
She is.
Philippines had good food.
I've never been there. I wanted to go there too.
Japan was very good. They had very good food.
Where?
Japan. I was in Tokyo.
Oh, I always want to go to Japan. I want to go to Singapore. That's where I want to go.
As a matter of fact, in my phone, Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica too. In my phone,
Yasmin, they have a travel ban in Jamaica right now.
Oh yeah.
But there's a travel ban.
Yep. So I'm gonna post.
What'd you say about Japan?
I'm gonna post a YouTube short of me in Tokyo, Japan, doing a famous migration. It was a lot of people. I'm gonna make that a short one day. You can't see me, but it was like millions of people crossing the street, every direction at the same time. It was crazy.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
So if you get a chance, go to Japan. Japan was very, very clean, very, very safe. They don't steal over there.
I want to go to Korea. I want to go. So is that how you pronounce it? So
I think so. Yeah. One of my
Korea.
friends, he went to Korea. He was in Southern Korea, not North, but Southern.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go to Singapore. I would love to go to Singapore. I would love to go to Italy. I would love to go to Greece.
Yep,
actually, I want to go to Africa too. I've never been to Africa. I do want to go to Africa. But when you travel that far,
nice.
It's better to hit like 2 or 3 countries while you're over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from here to the Philippines was cheaper than me flying from here to Oklahoma City.
That's
Domestic
crazy.
in the United States is more expensive than international flights. But it depends on where you're going, because Africa is very, very pricey. But if you're going to like China, I got a round trip. When I went to China, round trip was like 600 or something.
That's not bad. Yeah. That is cheap.
Yeah, and we flew Air China. That was a long flight though. That flight was terrible. I mean, not terrible. It was just long. That was a 13.5-hour flight. That's the only thing I didn't like about it.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I would have took a sleeping pill and went to sleep. I would have been out.
I can't sleep in an airplane. I did not get to go to the bathroom to pee or do number 2. I did not.
Really?
Nope. I did all that.
Crazy.
Well, I don't do number 2 in public, but when I had to pee, I drank at the airport. Of course, we had a lot of drinks. I made sure I did all the urinating before we boarded.
But sometimes you got to take a shit, and within 13 hours, sometimes you have to go to the bathroom and take a shit. I'm just saying.
Trust me, I was careful what I ate. I don't do number 2 in public. I can't do it.
I can't either, but sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. Even on a plane, like what you gonna do?
Now,
just hold it and shit on yourself.
Back to America, as soon as we got to Canada, my stomach started bubbling. I said, "Oh Lord, I hope you all enjoy."
Night, Miss Boo.
All right, bye, Miss Boo. Have a good night.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
When I get back to Dallas Airport, I took my ride. I would pay for the ticket. I had to get home. It's like my body knew we was back in America, and all that stuff wanted to come out.
That's crazy.
Sorry for the TMI graphic, everybody, but it's real.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what I would do, because I know London is like an 8-hour flight from here. Well, from New York. Well, yeah, I don't know. You have to have a layover. Yeah, it's like 8 hours. I don't know what I would do on that flight. That's a long flight.
No, actually, it's not that bad.
No, I would go to sleep, because I could sleep on planes.
Yeah, because you on that night when you get there over there, it's gonna be like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. And like, don't they have like beds and stuff that you can sleep in too, like in
on the
first class?
It depends on who you're flying. Now, all of them offer that.
Oh, okay.
Most U.S. carriers, the airline is terrible. When you go on an international flight, they really roll the red carpet out for you in terms of food, beverages, just the whole, experience. So that's why when I do international flying, I do not fly an American carrier. I refuse to, because you paying all that money, you're not really getting much. So Air China, I was not in first class. My food was free, and I can drink all the wine that I want, and that was not first class.
I'll let you come back. Let me unmute her.
Okay. So I enjoyed it.
Oh my God. All right, you guys.
I muted you, Lady Red, because I put you on mute because of the background noise when you're gone.
Yeah, that's cool. That's all right. It's all good.
I'm glad you're here.
We just chit-chat.
I am here. Oh my God. I did not anticipate my day to be like this.
Okay.
Oh.
But it's all good. So, like I said, we celebrating my daughter's 31st birthday.
Well, happy birthday, daughter.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I would sing, but my talent is not free.
I think it's 10 grand. Hi, daughter. So stupid.
Yeah, so I really apologize, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't apologize.
Oh, you're fine. We just been chit-chatting about traveling and where we want to go, like where he wants to go, outside the U.S.
Okay. Okay.
and shit like that. And Jose might be here, but he's out to eat. He's at dinner. So I'm like, whenever you get in, if we still live, you can pull up.
Right.
Oh, Jose, right?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
out to
I
eat.
was looking forward to him being in the live too.
He still might come. It just depends. He had it at 6 o'clock, so I'm like, where are you, girl?
Yeah.
I want to maybe. And Andrew said she'll stay on when she come on when she get back, but it's us right now.
You getting crazy now.
We all we need.
You were supposed to be.
You're gonna sweet.
You were supposed to be. What are you talking about? I told you I need to wear the shirt with the hat.
Not with the hat.
Thank you.
Lady Red.
That's baby daddy in the background. Come say
wait,
hi.
tell him hi.
Say hi.
You're not gonna come say hi to the camera. That's shady. That's shady. Hey, Big Mike.
You gotta come over here.
We can too. There we go.
Hello.
That much just chilling. On a Saturday at home in the house drinking. Where your drink at, Big Daddy?
That's right. Get a drink.
He ain't got no drink. Where his drink at?
Look, he always on deck with it. Always.
What is that?
You got the Summer Home Pink Moscato.
Oh, okay.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
That's a big cup.
Nothing wrong with that.
He said the cup bigger than your face, Stephanie. Downstairs, the red cups.
What you say? What happened?
No, my daughter was asking me if I had cups. Oh no, he said that your cup, Stephanie, was bigger than your face.
Oh, it is. It really is though, like for real.
That's nice though. I like that.
I like a whole fashioned jug of Kool-Aid.
That's a nice beer mug.
Oh, thank you. Amazon.
Okay.
Can y'all get out? Move. You say that's it. That's enough fire.
How are you doing?
So, hi everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat, but hello everybody. I am sorry that I am late.
An hour and a half, but it's
better late. It's better late than never.
Don't, because you will get a personal phone call. Don't play with me. Stop. So I got my stuff. He just bought me some.
What is that? The same Pink Moscato?
Ooh, Pink Whitney.
What is it called?
That's Pink Whitney. Pink Whitney is really good. It's kind of sweet though. You might like it.
It's the Amsterdam Pink Whitney, and it's like pink lemonade flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my go-to.
Gotcha.
Hey, Tamika. All right, so
said hey too, but she had to go.
What's the topic? What we talking about?
We talking about travel, like
traveling
vacation plans, like who's been where, what's your favorite place?
Y'all know my place. What I talked about. I'm afraid to fly, but when I do get it together, I would like to go to Athens because I'm into Greek mythology.
Right.
So I want to go to Greece, Athens, and then I love the rain, so I want to go to Paris. Hi, baby girl.
Another good support.
Hey, baby girl.
Yeah, so
I think we all want to go to Athens. We're just talking about Greece. I was like, that'd be cute. I love that they have everything in white there. Everything is white.
Yeah, you was telling me that.
And they said the food is good there. The food is very good. It's fresh.
And you know what?
Mediterranean.
That's one thing that I'm excited about, to eat authentic Greek food.
Yeah.
Charles said he went to London and he said the food in London was trash.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Wow. They was just being too fancy but didn't have no flavor.
Somebody else did. Is it Jose? Right. Is it Jose? Oh, it's Jose! Yay! It's Jose, everybody.
Hey,
Jose. Hey. Hi, Jose.
Hey. So now I get to officially meet you. How you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I can't complain. I'm doing
good. Sorry, I've been late. I went out to dinner, so spending some time with the bestie.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to you being in the live.
You know I wasn't gonna miss it, baby. You already know. You already
know. Jose, where you drink at? Friend?
Hold on. So
you killing it.
This is Casamigos, and this is also a lemon raspberry seltzer that's in it. So,
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
then I have a whole thing full of it.
That sounds good. Well, I'm drinking on my Pink Whitney, so
I know that's right.
You know me, tequila and cranberry.
Hey,
juice.
baby girl.
baby girl. Baby
Oh,
girl
yeah.
is in the building.
I know that's right.
That's right.
I know that's
Baby girl, I'm
right.
gonna have a sip for you, baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
I know that's
water.
right.
Yeah. Cheers to baby girl.
Cheers to baby girl.
Yep.
I know Charles going to church tomorrow. Lady Red, Charles said he going to church tomorrow. Praise him.
Church gonna be rocking and shaking tomorrow.
Really?
I'm gonna make a funny short out of my church visit tomorrow.
Wow. It's a church that you've been to before?
Yes. Yeah. Been to it many times. They trying to get me to join. I said, nah, can't join. I'm not quite ready for that yet. God knows my heart is willing, but not able, not just yet.
That makes sense though. Whenever you're ready to make a commitment, you know, you already know. Only you will know. Only you will know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
I was going to well, growing up, we went to church, and then we went to church. You know, you go to church when Easter Sunday.
Right.
We all grew up with that. Even if you didn't go to church every Sunday, on Easter Sunday, you went to church. And when I like in 98, I believe 98, 99, I started going to church with my 3 children. My son was like 2 months old. And you know, the church is cool, but I have my opinions about the church sector. Like I just can't with the church. Sometimes it's just like I don't know who to trust, because even though you go to church and you're a church person, you're religious, you're the pastor, you're the deacon, you still seem weird to me. And there's things that go on in the church that I don't like. So I did grow up Baptist, but I consider myself spiritual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't since 98. I haven't really went into a church setting because I don't want to. I don't. God forgive me. I don't want to seem disrespectful. It's uncomfortable to me because of certain things that go on in the church.
I think you know you make a good point, Leader Red. I think in the sense where just because you don't visit the house of the Lord doesn't mean that your intentions are not pure. End of the day, as long as you have a belief, regardless if it's Christianity, Catholic, Baptist, whatever it is, you know, that belief in the Lord is what matters. You know for a fact, I know people, you know, specifically that don't go to church every Sunday. Don't go to church at all. They'll probably catch a sermon here and there. They have belief for it, but I always speak on the fact that even I have friends who are deeply religious. Nothing wrong with that. To each their own. Feel me?
Right.
But I've had conversations with them to say the only person who can really judge us is the God above. And you are not one to judge because someone's not going to visit the house of the Lord because you feel that they're not doing enough for that. You know? So they're not, you know, we're not in positions as human beings to do that, you know. And I feel like that goes for any type of religion, that goes for any stance, you know, and anybody's role in life, you know. So it's a good topic, you know, that you bring up, because I feel like even today, and this is kind of staring off the topic of church a little bit, but it kind of brings to that point where over the years we live in a very judgmental society, and even when people don't realize it, unless it's told to them and they don't realize it and understand how judgmental they can be, you know, and understand that they're probably been in positions where they've been judged by others who all, you know, feel the same way. Like, if the person's not doing any harm, so be it. I pray every single day, and I don't go into church. You feel me? When I get invited and I have the time to go, absolutely, I have no problem. If I have the time to go and you're inviting me to go to your church, I will go. That's not an issue with me. At the end of the day, I appreciate it. The church vibes are different. I can tell you right now, I'm out here in Florida. I've been to a church here in Florida that's Catholic versus a church that's Catholic in Connecticut that I've been to versus a church that's Catholic in New York. 3 different settings. You feel me? They preach the same way, but it's a whole different dynamic and a whole different environment. So does it mean that I'm going to be joining a church anytime soon? Absolutely not. But at the same time, to each their own. I know where my heart stands, but I get what you're coming from. When you don't feel comfortable in a setting, that doesn't deter you from your beliefs, and no one should be judging you on it.
Exactly. Yeah, because when I was growing up, I remember when I was like maybe about 9 or 10 years old, my mom always told me, you don't have to go to church to praise the Lord. You don't have to do that. And at the same time, she was like, if you have certain things, because some people don't, they have like a group of people that will come to the house and they worship and do stuff like that. She was like, you could have 3 people in your group, including you, and y'all all reading the Bible, and that's a setting right there. That's a church setting right there. So I always grew up like with that frame of thought, because my mom always told me I didn't need to do all of that to praise the Lord. Me and God have our own personal relationship.
Absolutely. And I think, and again, this is veering off the topic because a little earlier this week, something came up that I'm actually glad that we were having this live, because I knew something like this was kind of going to be brought up. You feel me? And just to kind of like throw it in there, I'm part of a diverse community, just like any one of us that's in this group, So, I'm an openly gay male, so at the end of the day, I belong in a community that's very judgmental of their own. Very judgmental of their own, I belong in a community where I don't judge others, whether you're femme, you're masculine, you're trans, whoever you are. End of the day, I'm proud of who you are because you're serving your realness. But we're also part of a community where if you're too femme, you get judged by the masculines. If you're too masculine, you get judged by the femmes. If you're trans, back in the 80s, trans used to judge the gays. You feel me? So it was a lot like that, and it still happens nowadays. But we're also part of a community where that judgment happens too frequently, and we've been dealing with it all of our lives, even before we were born, because our parents had to deal with discrimination. We have friends that have been discriminated against, discrimination against, like, poverty level. You're too poor to be hanging out with this person because they have money. The color of your skin, we all know that's a huge worldwide topic, so
especially the black race.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it's kind of when someone picks on a topic of religion and having a judge because you're not entering the house of the Lord. Understand that's one of many topics that fall under one category that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I think it's important, for anyone to understand where it's like, if you're neutral, like I'm a very neutral person. End of the day, I have stood up for people to be like, again, who are you to judge? You're not God. You're not God. You feel me? I've dealt with a younger generation than mine who are in the LGBTQ community that have judged, and I'm like, do you understand the people that have gone here before you that have fought to make you be this way? Where you can go on lives and be yourself, walk around with makeup and dress like a girl, however it is, because that's how comfortable you are in your own skin. Do you understand how that is? And how you just brought up the whole thing, how we just talked about it, the whole thing with our color of our skins. If you were anything darker than Caucasian, you got judged, you got discriminated, all of it. So there's a history to that. And when you think we're 100 steps ahead, we're really a million steps back, because every time a decade changes and every time we have a new generation that has a whole thought process, and especially now in the day of social media, all it takes is one individual to trickle that and then cause a huge issue and a huge problem that honestly shouldn't be there. You know,
Right.
so to each their own. To each their own. Listen, live freely. You're gonna pray
Yeah.
in your listen.
Exactly.
It's the same way, including if how you just mentioned with your mom. If you have a group of friends, 2-3 people, and you guys are reading the Bible, guess what? That's your structure there. That is your
That's a
church.
church
You feel
setting.
me?
Yep.
You could do that with your
Exactly.
kids. That is
Yeah.
your church. You know,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
don't have to attend the house of the Lord, but at the end of the day, if you want to catch an online sermon, guess what? You attended on your own terms. No one should judge you based off of how you go about doing things. So
Exactly.
I get you. I definitely get you on that. I think we just it's such a judgmental society nowadays where like I keep my mouth shut on a lot of things, but when I kind of see people trying to take it too far, I'm gonna step up
Exactly.
and say something. I'm like, listen,
Mhm.
I'm not any better than you. So who are you to judge? That should not come out from
Right.
anyone. You know, all four of us
Definitely.
can do church differently. Our lifestyles are different. We opinionate differently, think differently, and guess what? All I can do as an individual is respect your mindset, respect your lifestyle, wish you the best of luck, and
Right.
only think of anything positive to come your way because I would expect that back from you too. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
get it.
there you go.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better. To be
Yeah,
honest.
listen. I can't even speak some
Listen,
facts.
what do you guys think about? I saw like switching off something a little bit non-controversial.
Yeah.
Let's go
I
controversial.
saw
Spice it up.
I saw a video. You guys are all of you guys are familiar with Benzino.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
For,
Yes.
From Love and Hip Hop.
for Lorraine's dad.
Okay, so apparently he feels like black people don't listen to Eminem.
I do. I like him.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I like Eminem too.
And he said black people and
This,
Latinos. And
I know he lying.
why would he say that?
because he's a hater and his rap career is in the lemon field. He sucks.
Yeah.
You
I don't
understand?
Does he
listen to
not
music.
realize
He doesn't.
Dre put Eminem on the map and Eminem has a huge black following. Even when he was on the Chronic tour at first, he
Yeah.
had like the biggest names
Exactly.
in rap. And not only
And
that,
that's
but then this is a man who put 50 Cent on the market. This is a man where you have a lot of the OG rappers along with the rappers that came ahead of him who respect him.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I agree with
But
you. I think
I feel like he's just being a hater because he just couldn't get his shit together. And you know, he was one of the main operators on the Source magazine.
hold on,
So
he was one of the main
we got
operators of what?
the Source magazine. He was one of the main people running that magazine, and something happened, and I don't know if it has something to do with money or whatever, but something happened, and there was some kind of shit going on, and they fired him from. I think he was one of the executives of the magazine, and they fired him. So the Source magazine has never been the same since Benzino left. Now I will give him those props. I used to be an avid Source magazine reader. Every time the Source magazine came out, I would get my Source magazine, my Dutch Master, get my trees, have my nip, and I would come in the crib and I would do my thing, going through the Source magazine, see who got 5 mics. You understand? So, but now, you know, I just feel like with his comment, I feel like he's just being a hater because you made one song and then he made some other stuff, but it didn't go nowhere. Like, you're mad. Like, why would you say no blacks listen to Eminem? That makes no sense. And I know, like, I had this conversation earlier today with my oldest and my baby boy, my son, and they feel like Eminem's fan base is my daughter feels like his fan base is mostly white. I beg to disagree. Because when he first came out in 97, 98 with Slim Shady, where he was comical, it was a lot of us out there like rooting for him. We liked that. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? So he has 3 personas. He has albums that he has put out with Slim Shady. He has albums that he put out with Marshall Mathers, that's his name, and album that he put out with Eminem, his alter ego. You understand? So I feel like with all of those albums that he put out, I feel like a lot of his fan base is black. Yeah, you have some white people because of course he's white. He's gonna have that fan base, but don't tell me that his only fan base is white. I told my daughter because my entire family listens to Eminem and we're black.
He has a huge black following. Like if you read upon his background, even that the whole Slim Shady thing, and when he came out with his second album, they did an interview on him, and he was adamant about his first singles not being comical, and the record label was the one pushing to say, put it out because that's what's gonna continue to catapult you, and then put out whatever you want afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what, and he was against it because he's like, he didn't want to be known as one of these silly and I'll never forget it. The one interview, he was like, I don't want to be made to look like I'm Vanilla Ice and just rapping about some crazy shit. If you listen to my album, I'm a real lyricist. Like I write about life and all that. So when you kind of realize, even when he did 8 Mile and that whole stuff about his background, like he grew up in poverty. He grew up in a trailer park. He grew up his friends were all black, but he has a huge following in that community because he's worked his way up, like so many rappers who worked their way up and earned that respect. Because even when they interviewed Dre, and Dre was like, when he first heard him, he didn't realize he was a white man. He thought he was just like, oh, okay, like he heard that demo and he was like, I didn't realize that. And he was the one who flew him out to LA to hear him out, and then the rest is history. So I feel like before people go judging saying that his fan base is just white, listen to the interviews. Listen to the people who basically helped his career, and you're gonna realize what big support and what big following he has. Because a lot of these OG rappers who are supporting him, basically, like, they know his story, and they say it too. Like, his story is like our story. His story, about growing up in the streets and all this other stuff. Like, he relates. He's not going out there talking about, rapping about material stuff and stuff that just doesn't make any sense. So his words, his music holds value in an industry that's primarily all African American men, and is now recently being dominated by the women. But if you think about it too, all these up and coming rappers, they credit him too because you see it,
I said my son. I'm sorry, my son was like, who do you see blasting Eminem's music in their car? I was like, not your generation. What are you talking about? Now you want me and my son. Our conversation went left. Like we were going at it, and he was making me mad because you're not gonna disrespect my people. Like meaning like my generation, like but what I'm saying, you were like 1 year old when no, as a matter of fact, when Eminem came out, you wasn't even born, my nigga. What is you talking about? I'm telling him, like, what are you talking about? That I'm saying I could go outside. I said to my son, I will go outside right now and I will stop somebody on the street and ask them, do you have a song? Is Eminem on your playlist? Even if you have one. And he said that they're going to be like, no. Who's going to say no is your generation. My generation, I'm pretty sure they got one Eminem song on their playlist. Don't play with me.
And also, too, in our generation, we don't listen to music because of your skin. We listen to music because your craft is good. Like Tina Marie.
Exactly.
I mean, there are a lot of good musicians out here. We don't care about your skin color.
Exactly.
Or your ethnicity. We don't care about that. That's just stupid.
Exactly.
Now, I love Madonna. I like Madonna, Cher. I like all of them.
Yes.
You see the rap. I'm going to tell you right now, this generation, if I'm going to choose rappers that I like, they're all lyricists. J. Cole, hands down.
Who?
J. Cole.
I don't know him.
Love J. Cole. I love. You don't know him? Oh,
me too. Definitely J. Cole.
I know about J. Cole because of my kids, but I don't listen to him.
Yeah. So I kid you not his first album, but like if you look at Forest Park on his lyrics, like he he raps life. Kendrick Lamar is a really good rapper too. That's
My daughter says
Yes,
that
love
too.
Kendrick.
Yeah, my daughter, she
yeah.
always constantly trying to tell me, oh, Kendrick Lamar is like, he does stuff like what you like, your old school hip hop, your rap, and I don't get it. I don't get that
No.
feel from him.
And to me with Kendrick, like even that, like again, big difference. Not all his music, but there's a lot of music where even when you have like someone like Snoop Dogg who basically blessed him because he was like, listen,
That's
like
my man,
this
Snoop.
this man here, you know, he's putting out music about like you know, and they grew up in the same neighborhood. You feel me? So to me, it's just like, all right, cool. But you get rappers like Lil Pump and Lil Yachty, anything with a Lil besides Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't
like
understand it.
it's just like I'm like,
I
you
think
know,
the
like
I
come
think the
on,
I think the Lil is a little bit like, okay, we need to retire that. You're not little
right?
anymore.
Right.
You
Yeah,
came in the game grown, talking about little. Stop.
right. So to me, it's just more where you have these rappers coming out and they're not really the lyricists that we grew up listening to that talked about the streets, talked about the struggles, talked about the gangs up in the corners, talked about the shootouts and you know living in the projects, talked about
Hmm.
all of that. And don't get me wrong, if you listen to them too, some of their albums do have some party, you know, some party songs in there. But let me tell you something, those they're bangers because they're realistic songs you can still relate to. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
And they spoke on the time. So now, like I agree with you. I agree with you. Benzino doesn't know what he's talking about. I a million percent agree with you. He had
And
one
then he was
song.
just he started talking about the Holocaust and all this other stuff, and I'm like, what does that have to
I'm
do
about to say, what's it got to do with music?
Yeah,
with exactly like what the
Right.
Holocaust and white people,
Right.
and then he was talking about the Jews are the ones that labeled the ghetto, and all like, okay, but let's stick to what you said. Black people who don't listen to Eminem. I want to hear
mhm,
about that. You do this whole that's a whole nother type of history you talking about.
yeah.
It makes
You
no
can't just
sense to
jump
what
from
you
one thing
trying to
to the
connect.
other.
Yeah,
Let's
like what are you
finish what
talking
you
about?
started.
I
So
will
my
say
son,
this.
he was like feeling some kind of way. He was like, because one of my favorite songs from Eminem is "Keep It in the Closet." In the closet,
Mhm,
you guys know that song, "Keep It in the Closet." So
yeah.
I like that. And Eminem, my son said that Eminem is one of his favorite rappers, along with 50 Cent, from him growing up from a little boy.
Mhm.
But he was like, but are you really listening to what he's talking about? He's talking about killing his mother and his baby mother and stuff like that. And I tried to explain to him. I was like, well, you know what? That was a young Eminem. And at that point, that was on the Marshall Mathers album. So that was him being him. You
Mhm,
understand what I'm saying? So he was rapping about his about what he was going through, just like you have these gangster rappers talking about shooting niggas. What's the
Right.
mhm,
difference? You know what I'm saying? If he's maybe he always talks about how his mom did certain things to him, and then we already know about his daughter's mother, what she did. So he felt some kind of way, and the young Marshall Mathers talked about it in the way that he could talk about it and vent about it. I mean,
right.
no, I mean, I told my son, I was like, yeah, because a lot of black rappers, they vent about what they went through, not to that extreme,
Right.
but they
Right.
think about it in their way, and that was his way. But we
Right.
still listen to Eminem. And if I had a car
Hmm.
right now, since you want to play yourself talking about who blasting Eminem in a car, I am.
Mhm,
Don't play with me. Eminem is the man to me. I don't care about his complexion. He got bars, and I
Right.
like it.
yeah, I
I
agree.
think most new
Hmm.
artists they don't. To me, most singers, most artists, period. I don't see the artistry there. I don't see the talent there.
Yeah,
Yes, some
Right.
got it, but most do not have it.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
my
And
personal opinion.
it's just sometimes this hip hop today is not as fun as it was back in
Right.
the day when I was coming up. You had variety.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Today, everybody is doing the same thing,
They look the
sounding the
same.
same
They dress
way,
the same. Act
looking
the
the
same.
same way,
Yeah.
just rapping the same. But when I was coming up, you had Kid and Play. Like if I wanted to throw a house party, I could throw
Big Daddy
on Kid
Kane.
and Play. If I wanted to get gangster, I put on Ice Cube. I
Right.
put on you had
Big Daddy Kane,
Salt and Pepper, Big Daddy Kane. You had Kwame. You had Eric B and Rakim. Are you the god? Are you kidding me?
and Roxanne.
Yes. You had all these people.
Hey, you can't leave Roxanne off the list now.
I know that's right.
You had a variety, you know, and then house music came in, so you had a mixture, and then the reggae. You had variety. You had a lot of stuff to go off on and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Today's hip hop is just like, I don't know. I feel like my son and my two youngest kids, they are rap artists. And I dig their music. I always, you see me, I post my son and my daughter on Instagram all the time. I root for them because they know I taught them about the certain hip hop stuff. They grew up on a lot of stuff. A lot of their generation don't know who Kid and Play is, but my daughter and my son will tell you who the fuck Kid and Play is because their mother. You know what I'm saying? I don't play about that. I'm real sensitive with that music. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like music is your background music. It's a theme of life.
Right.
And when I listen to certain music, it takes me back to certain periods of my life, what I went through.
Right. I agree.
I could listen to Kid and Play's Do This My Way, and it reminds me of my mom working out. I just get I get visions like my mom, she was like, who was that? I like that. I'm working out to Kid and Play, Do This My Way. And she's doing what she's doing. Right. Then I got Big Daddy Kane. That takes me back to not wanting to take a math test. I'm not good in math. You know, it just brings back memories of what I was listening to during certain eras of my life. So I have to say, I just feel like, you know, today's music is just, I have certain like I could count on one hand how many songs from this generation that I do like.
Right.
But it's not a lot because, like I said, everybody is doing the same. There's no variety. There's no different.
They all sound the same. You can't tell who's singing what.
Exactly.
And they lip sing more too. Back then, people had talent.
And that auto tune, they need to stop.
Yes.
I agree 1,000,000%.
Now I'm gonna date myself. Remember the Sugar Hill Gang?
Oh, yes.
I see. That's where rap started. That was the first of that.
You know what? My mom. I have all of my mom's albums.
Yeah.
Now this is gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom she used to smoke weed, right? So I remember her and my dad taking an album cover and chopping up the weed on the Sugar Hill Gang album cover.
No.
Yes, she would do that, and it was just it's so crazy because when she moved out and left me the crib,
right,
I have all her albums, and she thinks she's getting them back. I said, "No, ma.
They worth a lot of money. They
mine. They mine. You left them here. They mine. Cause you know, God forbid that you're not here. You're gonna give them to me anyway."
Right, exactly.
So they mine. They're staying here. So I have all of her. I have
He's
her
like,
45.
I'll give you conjugal visits with your album if you want.
I got her 45s. I even have her sticks. What's those
cassette?
Not the cassette.
8-track.
Yes, those big thick. I got those.
Hold on. Them are VHS and Betamax. These young kids don't know.
Yep. I have all of that. Her Denise Williams. That album cover brings back so many. Huh?
Do you have any 78s?
Which one is that? I know the
78 is bigger than the album, a little bigger.
Oh, the big. Oh,
the real big, the big record, yeah.
The giant ones.
Yeah, the giant one.
Like the EPs, the giant ones. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Not the one we grew up on. That's a 33rd and the 3rd, but the 78 is the big one.
Oh no,
I didn't know about that one until I went to the African American Museum here in DC. That's when I saw it. I never saw that one that big.
I gotta check that out.
About that big. You know, it's a nice size. It's bigger. It's bigger than a normal size album.
I gotta check that out.
Isn't a normal size like record album like 45? That's what they call it, a 45.
No, that's a small one.
That's a small one.
No. The 45. That's a speed. That's a speed.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
okay.
45 miles per turn, whatever you call it. Whatever.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, I know they would just be like, you're right. Because I'm like,
The
I thought they
45 is a
was
real small one. Then you get the 33 third. Then you get the 78.
got it.
Oh no, I never seen the 78. That's crazy.
I neither until I went to the African American Museum in DC.
I gotta ask her about that.
It was weird.
That's
I'm like, what is
cool.
that? Because back then they had the old stereo system where you put like the needle with the horn on it.
Oh
down.
yes.
That-
Okay, yeah, and I know
78.
exactly.
Oh yeah. I never
When you
was
see the
realized
old
that
record
there was-
player, you want to find a 78.
Yeah, what is it called? A somethingography or something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Basically, it's the bigger version of the Grammy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that. That's cool. But I have all of her albums, and every now and then, when because she lives in New Jersey and she left me. She was in Brooklyn and she moved and bought a house in New Jersey. So I still have all of her albums. And every now and then, when I miss her, I will go in the closet and pull out the albums and look at them and reminisce. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to keep her albums and like organized. Like I remember one time she had like a turntable. She had two record players, and then she had a section underneath that held her albums, the EPs, the large ones, right? And she would and I would rearrange them. Every now and then I would put certain people in the front. And I remember the last time that I decorated the living room, and I was like maybe 12 or 13 years old. I put Michael Jackson's the album was no what's the it's the
CD.
No, it was his album cover. It was his album cover, but I'm trying to think of the album cover that I put.
Was it Bad?
It was before Bad. I know I put Off the Wall in the front.
Yeah, so there's Off the Wall, and after Off the Wall was Thriller, and after Thriller was
the Thriller one. Yeah, I forget what the name of that album was called. I don't think it was called Thriller though, right?
I think it's Off the Wall, right?
Okay.
No, so it's Off the Wall. It's Off the Wall and then Thriller. So the album was called Thriller.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would rearrange her stuff all the time in the living room. Okay. I would rearrange her stuff all the time in the living room and whatever was going on, I would put certain people in the front, but most of the time it was always Michael Jackson or Prince. And I would do that. So, but when I'm in my feelings and I miss my mommy, I will go in her box and look at her album covers and stuff.
Start playing them. Play some Purple Rain.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Prince fan. I love Prince.
And my favorite song from Prince is When Doves Cry.
Oh yeah,
that's mine. No, mine is Get Off. 23 positions in the
I love that.
I'm a big Prince fan. Period. I love Prince.
Yes.
Purple Rain was my favorite album by him. The whole album.
Yeah, it is. That's mine too. Yes.
And the movie.
I have that soundtrack. Yeah.
Yep, same.
So you know what's funny? I seen something today. Well, you want to hear something real funny about Purple Rain? So I didn't realize that before he blew up, he was an opening act with Rick James in one of his, like when he went on tour. Oh, peep this, it gets better. So someone was like, you think his beef with Michael Jackson was bad? Have you ever heard of his beef with Rick James? And I'm here like paying close attention. I'm like, oh, okay, let's hear this.
Nice.
So apparently they went on tour.
Hello, how you doing?
How's it going? I love your hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's my daughter. That's my other daughter. She's getting ready to go to a fashion show she's in.
Okay.
I'm rapping.
Oh, she's rapping.
Oh,
okay.
Have fun.
Have fun.
See you later. Make sure you break a toe. No.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jose. Go ahead.
So apparently, he was up and coming. He was on tour with Rick James, and I guess one of the things was like, I guess he didn't want to acknowledge Rick James or like thank him for putting him on tour, and that I guess during that time, him and his crew thought they were larger than life. But we all know that back then, that was Prince's personality, right?
Right.
So there was some beef because Rick James, while they were on tour, Prince, being his opening act, was doing all Prince's moves. You feel me? Prince will be moving and whatnot, doing what he has to do, but doing things that Rick James thought he shouldn't do because that's what Rick James did in his shows. So I guess Rick James went up to him and told him, you can't be doing all this dancing and all these like oohs and, making all these noises because that's what I do. So apparently Prince was like, I don't see you own the copyrights to any of those moves or any of the stuff that I do, right? So that's what caused the beef. So I guess while they were on tour, they did some shady shit to one another.
Right.
And one thing that blew Prince out of his mind was the fact that for Rick James' album, that he did the song with Freaky Girl, he basically used the synthesizer that was in that song. He stole from Prince. He stole the machine and everything from that. So Prince was so upset. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna get you." So Rick James wanted to start an all-girl group, and we all know that he did the Mary Jane Girls. But before he did that, not sure if you guys were well aware, but Vanity was stolen from Rick James, and he came out with her in a group before Rick James came. Right, and then Rick James wanted to do a movie, and they mentioned the title of the movie, and it was supposed to be about like Rick James' life or whatnot and all that. So Prince went ahead and did Purple Rain. And they're like, and the rest is history. Like he went behind his back while he was on tour and everything, did Purple Rain, the soundtrack and all that. And when it hit the ground running, it was a done deal. But when I'm telling you, I was like, yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, that was some crazy shit. I'm like, all right.
That is crazy.
It's a lot of stuff, you're finding out about certain celebrities and stuff. Like I didn't know that him and Michael had a beef.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's so ignorant and stupid to me sometimes, because it'd be like like Michael Jackson.
It was over
just to say Michael Jackson has power in that name.
Yeah, but this is the thing though.
Instead of having beef, why don't y'all collab?
Well, this is the thing, Michael. The reason why Michael disliked Prince was because of his values and the way he was portraying himself. And we all know, even though like a lot of things came out later on, even after he passed away, but Michael had this very conservative, portion to his life. We all knew. I think he grew up, Pentecostal, I believe, and like that stuff. So I guess there was a time that he tried to communicate, and Princess wasn't hearing it because he's like, "You do your thing when you're on stage and everything. Allow me to do my thing."
Exactly.
So Michael didn't want nothing. Like it was, and I don't think it was beef. It was really competition. People talk about beef, but it was really competition.
You're right.
Let me tell you something. When even when Prince came out with Purple Rain, apparently Michael wanted to do something similar to that.
Right.
And he did it, and he wanted to do it, and because Prince's version, obviously, like the movie and the soundtrack blew up. When Michael did, I think he did something a couple years later, it didn't do as well. The same thing when he did, we all know that he did Thriller, and Thriller was kind of like a mini movie if you think about it, for a music video, and it was ahead of its time and all that. He was going around saying Prince copied him when he was, when he did the same thing with a few of his other songs, but it was more I don't think it was beef. I don't think those two had an issue with, like, they truly had a problem. I think it was more very competitive because he knew he was in a position where he was just like, I just don't like how his style is. But it's like his style is different. At the end of the day, if both of you are equal, they're both equal mega successful.
Right.
Then why would it bother you? It's not hurting your money.
But they're different.
For me, it makes no sense because it's like, okay, fine. Well, we know somebody that's in the life. We know that Prince was not in the life. He was very masculine, but had strong feminine ways. And there are men out there like that have that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And Prince was very sexy. If he was still here, I would give it to him real quick. Come here. Let me get that. Let me take that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, get over here. But he was, you know what I'm saying? But Michael, I love Michael Jackson too. But, a lot of people, I've never heard anybody say anything about Prince being in the life, but people would say that about Michael Jackson. So that's where it's a little bit odd to me for Michael to be like that when you are doing the things that you're doing. I mean, you both had perms. You both have, Prince always had a deep voice, but your voice was always kind of soft, like
high. Right.
But why would you be having a problem with what he's doing?
Yeah, and not only that, but then when you hear interviews from other artists that work with Prince, when they would go to Minneapolis to his studio, he didn't allow cursing. You couldn't drink in the studio. There was no
Exactly.
smoking. There was nothing.
Exactly.
His rule was, while you're working with me on a project, you can't do none of your vices. And even if you try to do it outside of here, if that's the case, I'm cutting you off because that's
Exactly.
beyond my belief. So respect the fact that it's like, okay, you look at someone like Michael Jackson and you're like, okay, technically you guys are similar if you really think about it. Because,
Exactly.
but if that's how you are behind your performances, and then when you're on stage, you're your persona. What's the difference? Where's the competition?
I think Michael was just mad. Michael's a bad boy. Now, Michael was bad. He is, in caps, bad. But Prince is bad too. And I think he was just mad that Prince was doing what he was doing and had the courage to do what he was doing, and Michael didn't have that.
Right.
Because Malcolm grew up from a sheltered background and his religion. I think that's what stopped him from venturing out to go beyond, you know.
And you have to think Prince didn't have that. You feel me?
Correct.
There was a time in his life, even while he was trying to make it big, he was living from house to house. I think at one point he mentioned he lived in a basement trying to figure out what his next meal is going to be. He was scrounging up for performances. Even the fact, that whole story that came out with him and Rick James, a manager, one of his managers from back then, they were like, listen, he lived a larger than life persona on and off the stage, but at that time, anything to get a check, he was willing to do. So and that's what he did, you know, and then he catapulted, and obviously the rest is history there. But I agree with you, like that whole point, like there's so many similarities there where they just I don't think it was even thought of. And I agree with you. I feel like even if they try to collab or even truly have a conversation and sit down about their lives, they have a better understanding.
Yeah. And then they both come from abusive backgrounds.
Right.
That part.
And that's why they have good music. Abuse put forth good music.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's pain.
Y'all didn't know I left the building?
Huh?
I'm giving y'all 30 minutes. I don't feel well. So we've been on here for like 2 hours. But I don't feel well. I feel fucked up for a little bit today. So y'all didn't notice I left. Y'all just kept talking. The host left the building. Did nobody notice?
We saw that you left. You said you'd be right back. Are we going to talk when you're not here?
I just let y'all talk. I said I don't feel well. Lady Red, I said I do not feel well. Is this Lady Red show? I'm confused what type of show this is. I'm saying I don't feel well. So I've been on here for 2 hours. But I haven't been feeling well all day, Lady Red. So I'm letting y'all know.
Okay.
There's a cutoff. There's a limit.
You didn't notice that you had left. We noticed that you left.
Nobody said nothing. But nobody said nothing.
Because we were talking. We were trying to hold it down while
y'all was talking. That's fine. Y'all was talking.
No,
don't listen to what I have to say.
I didn't want to interrupt them speaking. So.
Oh yeah, no, we
I'm saying, Stephanie, we were holding it down for you. You're the host, and you had to go take a bathroom break. So we were.
Yeah, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. So you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I
know you didn't hear what I said.
You wanna break out. I understand that. You just said that just now, though.
No, the other part. But it's fine. I'm not gonna argue with nobody today.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying I'm kind of short. Well, I've been out here 2 hours. I haven't been feeling well all day today.
Okay, well, we're just finding that out right now.
I'm okay with it if you know.
Yeah, I mean, and if anything, we can, so that way you can get some rest and all that. Because especially if you haven't been feeling well all day, honey, go get some rest, and then we can always go live on another day. Yeah, because listen, your well-being is important. Like any one of our well-beings, and especially if you've been dealing with that all day, go get some rest and all that. And then obviously. There's plenty of days to do live, so trust me. Go.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You go.
I was just saying, responding to her saying that nobody paid attention to her not being here, and I was saying we did pay attention. We were just holding down the conversation while she was taking care of her business, and then after that, she put in the message in the chat that she wasn't feeling well. You know, that was after the fact. And she comes on, so it's okay. You irritated, that's fine. You a woman, I'm a woman. I know what you're going through.
No, I haven't been feeling well all day. You don't understand.
I got you.
Oh, it's all good.
So,
It's all
All
good.
well,
right.
Charles knows. I told Charles, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
he
I
knows.
mean, if that, what we'll do is, we'll cut it short, and then
Yep.
we'll go
We
live
got to
on
plan it
another
when.
day, and
Yeah.
then
Mm-hmm.
that way, you get some rest, fluids, some
Yeah, you.
rest. Try to focus on yourself on getting better. Cause
The
trust me,
trying.
I,
Yeah,
I get
definitely.
it, I get it. Especially when you're not feeling one all day, and I know you have plans and commitments and whatnot, and you still
Yeah,
trying to troop it
it's
out.
unfortunate because I was enjoying myself. I was having fun, but that's my fault that
But we was on here for an hour.
I came in really. I know. I'm saying it's my fault that I came in really late. You know what I'm saying? But I
Oh,
had
that's
a
fine.
lot going on with my daughter's birthday and stuff, so it was, if I'd have
It's all
came on
good.
here earlier, I would have had more time with you guys. So
Oh no,
it's all
absolutely,
good. We got other lives we could
Oh
do.
yeah.
absolutely. We
I was gonna
got
say
this.
I could stay like 30 more minutes. Y'all can finish. Because I was actually entertaining the chat. To be honest, I was just gonna let y'all keep talking. I didn't want
Oh,
to be rude and put my camera off, and y'all didn't be like, "Where's she at?"
oh,
You're the
no, no, no,
host.
no.
You're
And
the
we
host. It's up to you what you want to do.
yeah, no,
It's
absolutely.
Yeah,
your
it's
platform.
it's up to you. You the
Yeah.
host.
But
What you want to do? If you don't feel good, don't force
We can
yourself.
close it
Oh no,
now.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
listen. I agree, and not only that, but we were talking about Michael Jackson and Prince's beef, and
Yeah,
we were literally at the tail end of that anyway. So you're good.
Right.
I was
exactly.
actually like, I actually want to finish. I was about to say, I could be on here 30 more minutes, but I want to hear the rest of the conversation. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah,
No,
no. We literally
we
were
were.
talking
Yeah,
about that, and then
we was done with the Mike and
Right.
Prince thing
Right.
anyway.
mhm, about
You
those
know. But,
beefs and Rick James and Prince and
Oh
all
yeah.
oh,
that.
okay. So 30 minutes, real quick. Now, what do you think about Wendy Williams?
Oh, the whole scenario that
Karma.
just popped up.
Karma. Karma.
Mm,
Karma.
people just keep saying that.
And I
I
responded
feel
to you
so.
later, Red, in your video. I said it's karma.
Yeah, I feel
In
so
my
bad
heart,
for her.
I
It's
feel
really
that it's karma.
sad. It's sad, but I said too. I was like, but damn, do she need it that hard though? I mean, she was
But
doing.
karma is a bitch. Karma
She
don't
do.
care.
She's not doing anything different that the tabloids didn't do before we had internet with the
Mhm.
magazine tabloids. You know those
Mhm.
the inquiring minds want to know magazine.
Hmm.
All those things they were doing the same thing she's doing.
Yeah,
Right.
So
she
I'm
just
like, damn, that's crazy.
I
Why?
think I think it's karma and her tumultuous marriage to her husband, ex-husband.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think what he did to her sort of, made things worse.
yeah,
right. And then
So I
not
think it's a
only that
combination
too,
of
but
both.
then you also think too, she lived a way that could have just made things progress for her in the situation she's in now.
Right.
People
yeah,
around here, and I agree with you. Again, this goes back to I know we shouldn't judge, and I'm the type of person to be like, I let karma just handle things because end of the day,
Right.
you reap what you sow, and all
I
you
believe
can
that.
do is just pray for the individual. And guess what? Even when she went through her divorce,
Mhm.
she went silent. She stopped doing her show because if you look back on that too, she stopped. One of the big reasons she stopped doing her show was so that way she didn't have to worry about paying her husband. And a
Right.
judge, if you read that part too, the judge was like, I can't force her to go back. So that means just because you're not getting any money. So guess what? His marriage, his little fling that he was had going on,
Right.
that lady left him. That
Yep.
lady left him and
yeah,
everything. Why? Because
Mhm.
yeah.
her money that he was using was basically occupying his little girlfriend,
Exactly.
So that
And the
messed that
little
messed
and then didn't they have a baby?
Yep.
yeah.
They have
So
a baby
like
together.
all of that, he ended up ultimately getting in his own karma, but then obviously a lot of stuff just mentally messed with her. So, and even if you hear these snippets on like her documentary or whatnot, and the stuff that's going on now that they're putting up, her closest families are like the people around you are the people who are enabling you and doing you wrong,
Like
and
Whitney
you're in the
Houston.
situation because of that,
Right.
Right.
and they're basically getting a piece of the pie because guess what? Ironically and unfortunately, you did the same thing. You worked your way
Yeah,
up, and what you did was you got a piece of the pie from everybody else. And
yeah,
Lady Red, I agree with you. She basically
Mhm.
took what you would see in the tabloids and just made it out there in a radio station, in a TV show.
And she
She
was good.
did
mm-hmm.
She
that,
did. She was
But
very
Yeah,
good.
ultimately, let me tell you something. Those people who do those tabloids, a lot of them have hit on themselves. A lot of them get beat up. A lot of them
yeah,
get threatened,
yeah,
sued, all of that. pretty sure she's gone through all of that too, you know. But
Yeah,
she
about the
she's
story
not
about
afraid to put
Total
herself
waiting
out there.
You heard about the story about the group Total waiting in front of her studio to jump her, right?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
The same thing that happened with Charlamagne the God when Lil Kim was like, "Don't put some disrespect to my name, because you're gonna get it." And what ended up happening to him?
Mm-hmm.
He went right downstairs to try to go in his car, and her
And
goons was like,
that's
"You're
it.
not gonna disrespect our queen," and it
Yep.
was caught on video. Like,
But I'm
to
gonna say
that, it's
this
just
too.
like,
Crazy.
I'm gonna say this too. That's based on what they tell us. I'm sure there's more to the whole
oh
story.
no,
than
Yeah,
we know
absolutely,
about.
yeah, yeah,
Because she
absolutely,
was drinking also. If she
yeah,
yeah,
was
and
drinking, was she's doing drugs like cocaine, like
she
yeah,
admitted to that.
really
She
all that
admitted
she,
to,
stuff that came
yeah.
back.
yeah. She was heavy on the coke.
Right.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
admitted to that, and that's why I said
yeah,
too. Like a
Mhm.
lot of the stuff that she's done and the choices she's done to herself for living a
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle and letting it affect her made what's going
Mhm.
on now possibly progress in the situation she's in now.
Right.
So I get it. I get it. No, trust me. That whole
yeah,
thing. You're right. And no one deserves that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No one deserves that. But I agree with you. Karma is a bitch. And when
yeah, yeah,
ironically everyone gets their form of karma, you know?
yeah.
That's why you have to that's why you have to be very careful on how you
It was
treat
just,
people, how you do people
Mhm.
wrong, all of that.
and that's very, very true. I agree with you, Jose. But it's just so sad to
It
see
is.
that clip of her being interviewed by Black China.
I seen that, and to me, like you could tell she's out of it. She's like stuttering her words. She's trying to
Right.
gather her thoughts and everything, but then she has an advanced form of aphasia. So like that's the same thing that Bruce Willis has. You feel me? So to me,
What
it's
is
just
that?
like
What is our
it
face? What is
it.
that?
So you start losing your motor skills, and you start kind of
Oh.
like it kind of looks like a form of dementia and
And
Alzheimer's.
that's
Just like,
what she has.
Oh.
She
Yeah,
has
yeah,
dementia. I don't show dementia.
frontal temporal something
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
dementia and aphasia.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
she has a combination of both, and it's advanced.
Yeah,
But it's happened to her, you know, and how you mentioned as well. Like we don't know what we're only told what we see. We
Yep.
don't know the rest of it behind it. We don't know if
That's true.
maybe she probably knew about this and it just advanced now, and she probably just wasn't thinking about it, you know,
Right.
because a lot of times, especially when you see people pass, you end up finding out that they had a condition that led to their passing that everyone just knew right then and there, that they
yeah,
probably knew for 10 or 20 years and just thought, I'm going to live my best life, do what I have to do. And then when it gets worse, I'll figure it out from there.
yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm. But what's crazy is I know somebody who has dementia who never like drank liquor or smoked a day in his life, and he was a pastor, which is
Yeah,
crazy to me.
and you know what, Steph? That's so funny
mhm,
because a lot of people feel like her drug use and her alcohol use is the reason why she got that.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
If you
probably.
told
I
me that
mean,
somebody that never did those things that got that, like, how is that even possible then?
right. And then there is
I'm
genetic
going to bed.
testing.
Ah,
All
he going to
right.
be. Oh yeah, Charles got to go to church tomorrow.
I
For
gotta get
real,
my
you leaving,
ass up
oh
Charles?
there
yes,
tomorrow morning.
yes, yes, yes.
So you all have a
You got
good
to get
time on
up.
the chat. Jose, nice meeting you.
It
Lady
was a
Red,
pleasure meeting you,
seeing you
Charles.
again and speaking with
Absolutely.
you. And Queenies, get some damn rest and feel better. All right. Until the next
I
time, you
hope
all
so,
be blessed
Charles. I'm
and be
tired of
safe.
Okay,
feeling
Take
that.
care
Sticks.
now. Till the
All
next
right.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Charles.
I love you too, baby. Feel better.
Thank you, man. It's been one hell of a day. I'm trying to tell y'all.
You telling me what I had to go through and why I was late coming on this damn live? I'm mad about.
Oh yeah, all those kids, all those kids. It's okay, cause
Oh
that's
my
what
god!
happens when you have
And it's
grandkids.
and it's it's so it's overwhelming because I was about to get like lose my mind and start cursing people out, but I had to take a chill pill because I know that it's my daughter's 31st birthday and she's expecting attention from her mom, of course.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to make the taco. I told you, Steph, I was gonna make tacos and fajitas to snack on while we did the live. I just didn't expect
Right.
everybody in the entire world to want some.
It's
So
funny.
that's what took me so fucking long to get
Cause I didn't
here
want to
because I
reschedule.
had
I
to
was like,
make
damn.
for everybody in the fucking place.
Uh,
So
it's funny you
yeah.
mentioned that because that's what I had with dinner with my best friend at. We went to this taqueria next to the beach that we've been wanting to go to
Ooh.
for the longest, and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. I took videos and some pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
we ate outside because it was in a courtyard. Now, if you look at this building, you're like, this looks so modern. Like it's a gray building and it says like Casa Maria on it in black lettering. But then when you
That
walk
sounds cute.
in, yeah, it listen, day and night. When as soon as you walk in, you're like what is this? There's shops in the middle, all of that. I'm just like, okay, so y'all see it, trust. Y'all will definitely see it because you're gonna be like,
Yeah, I want to see that. I
shit.
want to see it. But that sounds so
That's
cute.
why I miss Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's in my
I'm telling you.
hometown. I miss that place. I miss Jacksonville, Florida. There's a lot. Well, there's good parts and bad parts, but it's a lot going on in Florida. If you ever visit Lady Red, like I love Florida, but I don't think I would ever live there though.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Nah. But Jose's there. I can always visit him and introduce him to my family
I know that's right.
whenever I do go.
Doors always open for you, ladies. You already know.
Yes. That's cool. That's what's
I don't
up.
know what's going on with today, boy. I've just been throwing up since I don't want to put my business
Yeah,
out
and
there,
that's
but I'm
why,
not.
and
I'm
I'm
not
like,
pregnant or nothing.
but that's why I'm like, you didn't even, you told Sticks that you didn't tell me that. I didn't know you wasn't feeling well all day.
Because I was fine. Like before, like I was like, I don't want to cancel, but right before live, I was like, I was fine because I was like, okay, I'm good. Like, and then I think it's like my period. Just to be honest with y'all, and I haven't gotten it since because I had my Depo shot, so I haven't gotten it, and I get really bad cramps. So I'm like, oh God, I hope it's not. I hope it's
Maybe
not
you
bad.
just having a reaction.
That could be it.
It
too,
could
you
be a
never know.
reaction to the shot. You just
Probably.
started getting the shot again.
Mhm.
No, I haven't gotten it in like 4 months, so it's probably like
Okay.
spotting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
I
then
get it really
what
bad.
was your last meal?
I just had a salad that spicy. Maybe that was it too. That spicy chicken salad from Wendy's. I love hot stuff. That's my problem. It don't like me.
And
Hold on,
that's
hold on,
fine.
hold
It could be the spice is fine, but was there chicken fresh?
Oh, you know what? I think it was. It did taste fresh. They didn't even cut up. They put it like right on top of the salad.
Because my thing with that too is you're also not feeling well throughout the day, so the combination of spice, you don't know, like that
And food.
those key factors. So trust me, we get it. we
I
get it.
can't. And
We
my
get it.
breakfast wasn't great either. I had like processed beef stew. I don't know why I be eating this processed shit knowing it's not good for me.
Mm-mm.
It's just
Ooh,
processed stuff.
I got you right now, baby
But
girl.
I wasn't mad at you, Lady Red. If she can hear me. Can you hear me?
Me? I can hear you.
I said I wasn't mad at you, sis. I'm just my
Oh,
stomach's just been acting up all fucking day.
well, you know what? What you need to not do is think that everything is an argument. Because I wasn't arguing with you. We adults. We can agree to disagree. We can have disagreements and things like that. And you were saying something, and I was just trying to let you know it wasn't what you were thinking. But at the end of the day, when a woman is on her lady time, I understand that our minds go different. You understand? I was not trying to argue with you, Stephanie. I was just trying to let you know we were holding down the chat when you went to go do what you were doing. We knew you wasn't here.
Yeah.
We could see that you're not here.
Mm-hmm.
And you told us that you had to go do that. And we saw that you said you was bleeding like a vampire. I saw that.
Okay. I was like, did anybody see my message or not? That's what I'm thinking on the inside.
I saw it, but I mean, me and you talk personally anyway, so you don't know if I was going to call you later and check on you. Calm down.
Not only that too, though, but for future reference, you as the host, you already know we gotta hold it down for you because we're not gonna keep quiet. Knowing you got an audience, girl. That's like a radio station. That's like the host and their co-host would be like, "Sorry, we're not gonna say nothing because the host is not here, but we'll be back."
Exactly. And if we're going to talk about trying to do a podcast, this is practice. This is practice. Okay, we
definitely gonna have to like practice. Well,
because you know what? Whenever we have to step away from the camera and from the mic, everybody else gotta hold it down while the individual comes back.
That's true.
That's what we was doing. We was doing that for you.
Oh,
Steph,
yeah,
I love you.
absolutely.
Don't Stephanie, don't ever
No,
come
y'all doing that for everybody. For everybody in the room.
We good. If I meet you in person, I'ma strangle you. Don't come out your face like that to me ever again. You understand? I will give you. I'm older than you. I will give you the ass whipping of your life. I will pull my belt out. Don't play with me.
But you don't think I'm not crazy?
You don't think I'm crazy?
Hold
I
on.
don't use
Can
belts. I use
hold
other
on.
stuff.
Can I get the sign that says round two? Like,
Stephanie, you know I
round
love
two.
her, and you know what? I'm dealing with her. I think that I'm the only person that can handle her.
You're not the only one.
That I don't
There's a
know any
few.
other person, but as far as I'm concerned, I can deal with you. I
My
will
best
shut
friend
you
can, and
down
she's
and
known
tell
me
you to
since
calm down.
she's known me since grade school. You heard me,
Don't
Lady Red? You heard me?
what?
I said
What you
I said my best friend can. My best friend can handle me. She's the only other person.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, of course, a best friend can handle you. Of course, that's without saying.
That's why she got
But
the title best
as
friend.
far as I'm talking about, as far as another content creator with another content creator, you know, you've had your issues with people, and I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
give up. I'm not gonna give up on you like that. I'm gonna handle you.
Oh, I don't need to be handled.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying
don't fight.
like
I'm not a fighter. I don't do it.
if you're doing a lot, like we just was telling you, like just calm down, just chill. I'm just saying. I'm not saying handle you in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying like I will just like I'm not just gonna be like, oh fuck that bitch and blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, calm down. It's not
Sure.
like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
You just were like straightforward, and you're like, can I? I don't want to be rude. Like you're like more like masculine, but not really. But you're female. But you're like
Yeah,
straight to the
because
point.
it's like I don't.
Does that make sense?
For me, I'm a type of person. I don't like. I'm sensitive and I'm an emotional person, but I'm also at the
Mm-hmm.
same time I don't play no games. I'm not taking no bullshit from nobody. But if I like you and I gravitate to you and we're cooling and we're chilling and stuff like that, if you act a certain kind of way to me, my feelings might feel a certain kind of way, and then I will have to readjust that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say check
Address
you
it.
or put you in check. I'm gonna say I will have to readjust that
Listen, I
and
have a
let you know. Listen,
yeah.
no. It's not like that.
Yeah, I have a friend,
Mm-hmm.
Mel. She's from the Bronx. She lives in Connecticut, but she's like that. If she, Lady Red, she has your personality to the fucking T. Okay, and I love it. I love it because let me tell you something. She's one of the realest people I have in my life, and we talk and she reaches out. And if you were to hear her out, you'd be like, okay, she this bitch from the city because the way she just
What's her sign?
oh damn, where's Mel? Mel's, I think, oh, that's a good question.
Is she a fire sign like me?
I think she's probably. I'm gonna get
Oh,
back
cause
with you
we're
on that.
friends.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna send
Yeah,
you a
I
message.
need to
I'm
know
like,
that
this
one.
is every day. I'll be like, because let me tell you, she goes and she gets misunderstood. You feel me? Like when she's a real genuine sweetheart. Like when I first met her, I gravitated to hers because I'm like, you guys think she's mean? That's her personality. That's the
Yeah,
way she talks. That's the way she
yeah,
comes off. You feel me? And but let me tell you something. She ride or die, and she is.
I,
She will put you in your place, but in a way that's just out of love. Because if she knows that
right.
if you're in that group where she has respect for you, and you might have an off day, something might be going off or something like that, and that's just not you.
Uh-huh.
If she knows it,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna tell you, and it's
Yeah,
tough love, but in a good way. It's not coming out disrespectful for you to
yeah,
to take it the wrong way, but to
right,
understand like there are too far few in between individuals that are like that, you
right.
know. So
And I don't play with loyalty. I really don't play with loyalty. If I'm showing you love and care and I'm gravitating to you and I'm showing you that I'm feeling you and I like you and I like your personality and I think that we can go places with our relationship, you
mhm,
know, whatever basis is on, like I
yeah,
will be there for you. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
don't that's one thing I do. I really don't play with that. And a lot of people have like that's why my circle is so small because I don't play games. I had to cut off a lot of people because people don't take loyalty seriously.
I agree.
Are the
I
truth.
agree.
Are the truth either.
Yeah, very true. And
Mm-hmm.
we had that topic our first time when we all three went live together, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's such a genuine statement where we're three individuals where we keep it real. We speak the truth. There's no reason to lie. You feel me? when any one of us is feeling off, we're gonna say how we feel, and it's never our malintent to make someone individually feel some type of way. But if you're gonna
Right.
take it wrong, if it's someone I really care about, I'm gonna put you to the side and tell you like, hey, this I see how you took it, but it wasn't meant that way. But if it's somebody that I'm meeting for the first time or someone that doesn't really know me, I'm gonna tell them. I'm like, listen, I'm a real genuine person. End of the day, what comes out my mouth is no hair in my tongue, and that's just how I am. And
Exactly.
I'm not sure if you have people in your life that are like that, but there's no reason for me to lie to you. I'm gonna call it how I
Mhm.
see it. I'm not gonna try to come off rude. And if you think I'm coming off rude, let me know. I'll apologize on that, but I'm not gonna apologize for my realness and for my genuineness
Right.
because there's too far in between individuals like that, and I'm not gonna seclude myself or suppress myself because you feel some type of way. You don't
Exactly.
do that. You don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's
I
true.
get it.
Yeah. You know?
That's
I
fine.
get it. I
I
know
enjoy the
last week.
conversation. I enjoy listening to people because sometimes I actually want to listen to other people and sometimes I don't want to talk. You know,
Yeah, but
so I
we're
enjoy
all
listening
like
to
that.
all.
I mean, you human. We're human. We have
Yeah.
no matter how nice of a person you can be, and you can still be the nicest person in the world, but you still have your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
human. You're not a
Mhm.
robot. You still say, like, for example, like me, I have my days where I don't want I'm going through what I'm going through and I don't have time for it and I don't feel like fucking around with you right now. But
Mhm.
if you call me and you having a problem because I care about you and I'm loyal like that, I will push whatever the fuck I'm going through to the side and I
Mhm.
will listen to my friend and I will give you that advice. And
I'm the
then
same way.
later on, I may come to you with what I was going through, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm going through at the moment you're telling me what you're going through because that just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You're calling
Very
me
true.
for
Mhm.
a shoulder. I'm your shoulder, and you're calling me for advice. So I will have to put all that to the side to help my friend.
Yeah. And Steph,
Mhm.
let me tell you
That's
something.
how I am.
Exactly. I was about to just say I've known you for many, many years, and I know you to be that individual. And you and I both know I've
Mhm.
seen how people have done you wrong. Even, even when you call them, when you put them on blast, as they should deserve to be put on blast. You feel me? But you
Exactly.
don't just but you don't put them on blast randomly. You are the type of individual when it's gone too far, you're gonna just call them out. You're gonna call them out, and
Mhm.
that's and there's respect in that because end of the day, when someone gives you 1% of them while you're giving them 110% of you, and they want to walk all over you like a fucking doormat, and they don't see
Right.
what they lost in front of you, and then where you try to be the peacekeeper just to say, you know what, I'm gonna close this chapter and walk away. When they want to
Mhm.
continue, obviously they're gonna see that other side of stuff. You're gonna put them on blast. Why?
Exactly.
Because you try to give them the benefit of the doubt. You try to, and I think we are all like that. I feel like if I'm gonna walk away the bigger person, knowing that I'm not gonna stoop to your level, but you want to
Mhm.
continue to add fuel to the fire, let me tell you something. I'm combustible, and the last fucking person you want to mess with is me. Because when you go to bed
Right.
thinking you got me, as soon as you wake up, you're gonna know that you're a million steps behind, motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, shit, you messed
Exactly.
with the wrong
Exactly.
person. Hmm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
And
I'm
sometimes people
cool.
take that the wrong way.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I'm cool. I'm cool. 'Cause like I told y'all stuff in the last live, like I've had to dismiss a lot of friends. And some of these
Mhm.
friends are friends that I grew up with. Like one of my main best friends, I grew up with her, and we first met when she was 8 and I was 10, and we grew up together. For her to try to sleep with my kid's father.
Yeah, that's
I've
crazy.
been in that
I thought that
situation.
was ridiculous.
And I'm making a long story short, but it's a lot of shit that went on with me and her, and I consider her my cousin. Like you was fam, and you did
Mhm.
bullshit, and so it's like you doing dumb shit now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, once you start doing crazy stuff, and it was hard. It was really hard.
Mhm.
I had to
Yes.
make a decision, and I had to check myself and get myself and my morals and regulations together and figure out like what am I gonna do? It was so hard. Like you, and the fucked up part about that is she hooked me up with my kid's father.
That's crazy.
If you wanted him, why the fuck did you not get with him? Why the fuck is you hooking me up with him just years later to try to fuck him, talking about you in love with him and all this bullshit? What are you talking about? Like I almost went to jail that day. I promise you. I promise you. Yes, I have 3 kids. My kid's father he came in here and said hello. 3 kids by him, only him, for her to do some bullshit. I almost went to jail that day, and it was so hard because it was like, you know, people will say it's not that hard. You do this, do that. I grew up with her. Me and her knew each other before him. You understand? This was my bitch. She was going through shit, got jumped, and I was there fighting her motherfucking battle. I was beating bitches up while I was pregnant. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And you go and you do this shit to me. So, you know, it's hard, like, you know what I'm saying? To be a loyal person, like I said earlier, people say that loyalty shit, and they take that very lightly. Like you speaking loyalty very loosely, and you don't really know about being loyal. I'm a loyal person. You understand what I'm saying, Stephanie? If me and her are getting real close. We starting to get close, and if she got a problem, I don't give a fuck if I'm 85 years old. I'm fucking the bitch up. You're not fucking with mine because she mine. You understand? That's how I roll.
I won't fight. I'll show y'all what I use. I don't fight, but I'll do this. Wait, hold on. Let me turn around real quick. She gonna make a lot of noise.
I'm just saying, like, if she get into some type of situation. Yeah. I need to get one of those. My daughter got one of those, and I need to get one of those. But they making it hard for you to get that shit though.
No, did you hold on? If you go on Amazon, they got a little lipstick one that you can buy.
Yeah, but
you can put it in your purse.
I don't know where you at, but when I go on Amazon and I look at that kind of stuff, it tells me that it's not available to my state. I can't get it.
I'll get you one. I'll buy you.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Lady Red, I'll go, and if that's the case, if I can get it for you, just send me your information.
Listen, if either one of y'all can do that, you can do that to me. Give me your Cash App, and I will reimburse you.
You good, girl. Trust me.
Like,
let me tell you something. And those little ones, when I seen the lipstick ones, apparently they have the same amount of voltage as those big ones.
Word?
Crazy.
Yeah, because every time I go on Amazon, I try to get it. It says it's not allowed, and they're not delivering. It's not allowed.
It tells me that sometimes too.
To my state, to New York.
Yeah, it's the same. So even like with my godson, he's about to be 9 next week, and he asked for like a Nerf gun that he wanted. And when I try to order it on Amazon, it says that the place I'm trying to deliver it restricts these types of orders.
Yeah.
It's told me that too before.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And mind you, it's not even a real Nerf. Like, it doesn't even look like a gun. I think this thing has a football attached at the end of it. And I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I literally had to order it. I had to literally order it, send it to his aunt in Connecticut, so she can basically mail it out to him in New York. And I'm like, really? Wow. So I wonder if it's just a whole New York thing, because he lives right in Rochester, and that's like near the Canadian border. So obviously Steph, right to where you at. So to me, it was crazy. I'm like,
I don't think it's like legal here yet. I don't think it's legal here, but I still have one just in case.
Yeah, but I think, you know, what's crazy about it, and I get it. If you're gonna buy these toys that look like realistic guns or something like that, that's different. But that kind of baffled me, where I was just like, this is a football attached to a stick that goes into this thing that doesn't even look like a gun. And you're telling me that it's not allowable? Like, you guys, it's restricted in the state of New York? Like, it just makes no sense. Yeah. I'm like, it's targeted by that.
And you would think that the state of New York would allow that. Like, okay, first of all, you don't want us to have guns. You don't want us to have knuckles. You don't want us to have anything. So how is a female supposed to protect herself? What are you talking about?
With a whistle?
and then a whistle, the cop too busy in the bodega getting an arrow. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
I get it.
Ain't nobody finna try me again, Jose. They tried me before, Lady Red. Like people think just because you're small, you can't fight. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna put my hands. That's karma on you if you fight somebody. I'm not about to put my hands to fight somebody because I
Yeah,
want
but
good
you
karma.
gotta.
Thank you.
It's karma if you are being a bully, but if you're defending yourself,
That's true.
it's not karma. Somebody
Yeah.
coming
That's
at
true.
if you are trying to avoid it and you like listen and you walk away and they don't do nothing, and then okay, you're the champ. You did that. But if you
Yeah.
try to walk away and they continue to try to irritate you, and then they put their hands on you and you defend yourself, there's no
That's
karma. That's
self-defense.
their karma.
Mhm.
Because
Exactly.
you keep fucking around with me and now I'm gonna fuck you up. I
Exactly.
told you to leave me alone and I walked away. And now you still following behind me and put your
Mhm.
hands on me? No, that's not karma for you. That's karma for their ass.
Exactly.
Like this big girl. Do you remember her? Jose. Well, I don't want to say her name, but anyway, she the one who tried to beat me up at the bar.
Oh, I heard about. Yep. Yeah. Oh Lord.
I think I heard you
Yeah,
talking about that though.
yeah. But it was going the whole weekend, the whole week. Like her and her people were doing shit. And I was just like,
But
and
you
then
know
they kept me like,
what's sad about that situation though is that a lot of the people that Steph has been loyal to, and I'm pretty, and I know has happened to each one of us. Okay, we've had
mm-hmm,
people in our circle that we've been so loyal to that behind our backs they talk a lot of shit and stir up a lot of stuff, and it's
Yeah.
sad because that's what
I
makes
talk shit
us.
too though. I talk shit too. I was like, let
No,
me go
no,
ahead.
but let
I
me
didn't
tell
mean
you
to cut you
something.
off.
No. But you talk shit in the sense where you have no problem telling it to the person's face.
Exactly.
You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? We don't have a problem doing that. There's a difference in talking shit in front of a person's face. 'Cause it's not talking shit. I'm keeping it real with you. But if let's just say it's the three of us talking and we're chilling and we're talking about loyalty and friendship and how tight we are, and then I go behind as soon as this live is over, behind your back and be like, oh, this fucking B, Steph this and look at Lady Red and she think like that's not loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
That's not loyalty,
Right.
you feel me? And not only that, but then these are individuals that we're thinking, oh, they're gonna ride with us. I got my circle, you feel me? But no,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the individuals that try to get you into some shit where you're just like, no. That's why
Yeah.
I'm happy to say that the people that are in my circle, and I can comfortably say that I feel the same way with both of you. That if I know someone's gonna go talk shit behind my back, they're gonna be the first people to come and say, Jose, this is the situation, and I'm not gonna do no he says she says stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect, so that way I can tell that
Mm-hmm.
individual, tell me what you told us that said this and that.
Exactly. Yep.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And
Because
then I'm gonna ask you, so what you want me to do?
yeah.
Because I got the goons at the end of the day. You heard?
Mhm. Yeah. And
I
to me,
can't.
I'm that person to tell you there's no strikes. Once that loyalty is cut off, I'm gonna tell you, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You're a waste
With
of
me.
energy for me to continue to go at
Mm-hmm.
for me to go at you. So I'm gonna walk away in this because I've always been and will continue to be the bigger person. Now I will tell you this though, continue to run your mouth. And the same way my loyal people got to me is the same way that as soon as you run that mouth in a blink of an eye, their loyalty is gonna
Mm-hmm.
shine. Because when you start seeing strangers come at you and whoop your ass, that's when you're gonna
That's
Yeah.
know.
it.
That was in
That's
my
it.
honor to
Exactly.
know that, okay? Because end of the
That's it.
day, they know
Mm-hmm.
that I'm always gonna have their back the same way they have my back. So I get it. No,
My thing
I,
is,
I totally get it.
once you put your hands on me, like if you put your hands on me, that's it. Like I
Yeah,
can't even trust you no more. Like that's
right.
me.
Yeah,
That's it.
I agree with and I agree with what Lady Red said about that. The minute
Mm-hmm.
someone puts their hand on you, it's not your karma, it's their karma.
Yeah.
Because when you have to do
Exactly.
self defense, guess what? That's on them. That's not on you, sweetie. End of the day,
Mm-hmm.
that's God's blessing you, telling you do what you got to do to protect yourself.
Exactly.
Do what you
Right.
got
Exactly.
to do to protect yourself.
Yep.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah.
That's how
Mm-mm.
Rochester is. I don't know if that's how New York City is, Lady Red, but that's how Rochester. I don't know how Jacksonville, Florida still
Oh,
does, but that's how these people are out here.
it's crazy in New York City. You step on a nigga, they gonna fucking stab you to death.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's crazy. It's crazy out here in New York City. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm a Brooklyn girl, born and raised in East New York, Brownsville. I'm about that life, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to it. You know, you all are used to your the type of people that you live with in your community and your setting, and I'm used to the people. I can handle my people, so I can come to Rochester and I can handle a nigga early. I could come to where Jose is, and because I'm from Brownsville, New York, I can handle anybody anywhere.
Yeah, and that's, you know what, that's the type of demeanor you always have to carry, because end of the day, including when someone doesn't know you, it doesn't mean that's what your persona is going to be perceived immediately, but fuck with me and find out.
Yeah, and you know
that's
what?
that's
That's the problem. A lot of people think that they gangster, and you don't know who you fucking with. Like you look at
exactly.
me, and you think that I look a certain way or whatever. The case. I got long nails. I'm looking petite or whatever. But you don't get fucked up fucking with me. Just like you
Yeah,
said, Jose, fuck around and find out, because I don't play no
yeah,
games. You know what I'm saying? People don't know
absolutely.
that, and that is how people get killed, because you do
Yes,
stuff and you fucking with people and you don't know what this other person is about, and now you 6 feet under because you fucked
exactly.
around.
Exactly. People are quick to, I mean, we've all seen it where people automatically, when you can meet somebody and they're all rah 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 rah.
Exactly.
But that's not the most dangerous person in the room. The most dangerous
Hmm.
person in the room is the person who is
The
sweet
quiet
to you
one.
in front of your face. It doesn't even always have to be the quietest one, you feel me? But always the type of person who's like, why am I gonna show out my true colors when that doesn't exist in this scenario?
Yeah.
The only time that rah rahness has to come out is when I have to defend myself. You
Yeah.
know? You
Exactly.
know, and I think that's what individuals don't get. I just think people in general that feel like they need to push buttons. And I listen, I'll tell anybody. I'm like, I've had friends before who purposely will attempt to push buttons. And I will tell them, I'm like, with all due respect, please don't do that. That's a big pet peeve of mine. And in all honesty, that will get you out of the circle real quick.
Yeah.
And when they don't listen, guess what? Instead of getting all riled up, I'm not answering your calls. You're no longer receiving text messages from me. You are no longer like when a ex best friend of mine told me one time, Jose, you know how to make people feel real irrelevant without you having to do so. And it's like, because you know what? Why am I gonna spend all my time and energy on individuals who don't want to respect what
Yeah.
they have around them?
Yeah.
The only people who should be getting that type of energy from me are the same people who give me that energy back, because you guys
Exactly.
deserve that. You feel me?
Exactly.
You deserve that. I'm not gonna give you that energy for some fucking fakeness. There's
Exactly.
no, I'm not gonna do that. Because then
Yeah.
I'm a fake person for doing that. There's just no,
Yeah.
it makes no sense. And if
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you feel irrelevant and then you want to come to me and feel some type of way, baby, let me tell you something. I will tell you straight up, from the day it happened to the day it came up to, as far as why I'm making you feel irrelevant and why I'm making you feel this small and unimportant,
Hmm.
and why you don't have the luxury of having me in your life. You know, I'm
Right.
not I'm
Well,
not calling.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, go on.
no, I know I'm not, and I'm not trying to put myself out there to be this like, oh yeah, I'm the best person someone can have in their life. No, but you know what? When you're surrounded by like-minded people, you guys we boost each other up to do nothing but the best, and we live the best of our lives. So when people see that, a lot of people gravitate to that, want to be part of that. They want to be part of that. They were like, oh, look at them, look what they're doing, and all this other stuff, right? But as soon
Right.
as you want to go sideways, let me tell you something. It's as soon as that silence is gonna happen to you in your life, because none of us need that. None of us need that.
Right.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
all it takes is one individual to fuck shit up, and I'm not about that. This isn't me 20 years ago where I was blinded and not having to see that. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man. I see.
Yeah.
I see it. I smell it now 100 miles away. Okay,
Exactly.
so
Because you know, because you've been there, done that, and now you have experiences growing
absolutely.
up, learning certain things. So now you know you can tell who's who and what they really about.
Yeah, because I'm gonna not only am I gonna safeguard myself, but I'm gonna safeguard the people around me. Because there's trust and believe. I have met people where I just don't feel the vibe, and I still smile. I don't show no fakeness or nothing, because that's just not me. That's never been me. But when I know they gravitate towards somebody that's in my circle, and someone I care about, I'm gonna forewarn that person. I'm like, listen, this is how I'm feeling. I'm not saying shouldn't hang out with this person, shouldn't do this, but please just keep an open mind. I don't want anything not only happening to you, but anything to disrupt what we have going on around us. So
Right.
I get it. I get it.
And it's like, I don't know if this happened to you guys, but by the same group of people that has tried me in the past, I've gotten like called out on my shit. And I tried to help that same person who, called herself sucker punching me when I was drunk at the bar out. And she just put me on blast when I was trying to help her at the one time. And, the other guy, do you know what I'm talking about? The group that I'm talking about, Jose? The
This
group
this, hap- this
in,
happened a couple of years ago.
Rochester?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's happened a couple years ago, but they're
Yeah.
still around. They're the type of people who party for the weekend. I don't get lit just for the weekend. I'm trying to save money and go on vacation. Like, I don't do that. I don't get fucked up every weekend like that.
Right.
Like, I don't
But
do that.
those are the
I
same
don't fight people.
individuals though who will take advantage of you.
Yeah,
Because
they're takers. They're
yeah,
not
and
givers.
that's all it that's all it was. That's all it
Mhm.
was. And you're right. Those are the same group of individuals that's all they do on the weekends. They go out and about, they get drunk, they get shit faced. But when they feel like they
Mhm.
have some fresh blood and fresh meat in their circle and say, hey, this is what we do, and that individual who's now fresh meat to them is spending their money on them, having to do for
Mhm.
them. And then all of a sudden, where's the loyalty? Because then when they want to go behind their back
Right.
and talk all this shit and everything, what's gonna happen is they're gonna get the wrong one. They're definitely gonna get the wrong one.
Mhm.
And then when someone wants to say something and do something, that's their karma right there. That's gonna be their karma right
Right.
there.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I get you. And we all been through that. We all been through that. Lady Red
Mhm.
talked about her childhood best friend. I know the group exactly you talking about. In
Hmm.
Rochester,
Mhm.
I've been through it with a childhood best friend. Not one, but two childhood best friends that did me dirty. And guess what? Karma, because one of them is not amounting to anything. And guess what? I don't need to be searching for that. People who've been in my life long enough will tell me, do you know so and so is X, Y, and Z, or so and so is now on baby number 9, and they're still working at
Mhm.
McDonald's. They still live in the hood and not doing
Wow.
anything. And also, like, and
Right.
mind you, not me trying to find shit out. This is just comes to me. And why? Because to me, it's just like, hey, this is what's happened ever since you guys split. I have another
Mhm.
friend who literally mentally is going through it. Oh, well, no, I can't say friend, ex best friend who is literally mentally going through it. And guess what? All I can do is just wish them well. I can't do
Yeah,
nothing else.
that's all you can do.
Yeah, I'm living my best life. I got
Mhm.
the best people in my circle, and like I said, I could freely and comfortably say that you guys are included in that, because we're like-minded
Oh,
individuals. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying, Lady Red? I know we only know
love
and
you
understand
too.
one another shortly, but I feel that energy, girl. I feel that energy. You
Yes,
feel
yes,
me?
yes, yes.
You
Feel it,
already
feel it,
know.
feel it, feel it.
Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. But I feel like when we surround ourselves with individuals like that and you start hearing about individuals who are no longer in our life, guess what? That truly is an irrelevant matter. You feel
Exactly.
me?
Mhm.
It's easy to walk away from it, but when you have individuals who bring it up to you and you listen, because you're not going to be rude and not listen, you're going to be like, all right, cool. Well, I wish them the best. I'm sorry that they're going through that and all.
Yeah.
I wish them the best. Trust me,
Mhm.
I get messages from people be like, oh, I miss the type of friendship we had. I miss the relationship we had and everything. I'm like, but they were
Yeah.
great times. They were great times.
Yeah.
But I don't take it any further than that. I don't take it any further
Mhm.
than that, because I know where that leads and I know where I'm at in my point in my life. We all know where we're at in our point in our lives. And as we continue to succeed and continue to grow, we don't need that. Because if we try to take back what was supposed to be left behind, we're not gonna fall
Mhm.
behind.
Exactly.
So
Right.
Exactly.
And God
Yeah.
does that for a reason. He removes people from our life so we can be better in our life.
absolute amen. Amen. I know that's right. I
That's what I
love
need to
that.
say.
That's right. It's the truth though.
It's
It's
just a
the
lesson.
truth. It's the truth.
People
And
teach us
even
a lesson.
yeah, it's a lesson, but also too, it's our blinded blessing.
Mhm.
It's a blessing that we didn't know we that was truly a blessing because even how like Lady Red mentioned, that whole thing with her best friend hurt her. I know with my best friends, it hurt me. I know with those group of individuals, it hurt you too because it had you probably thinking, damn, all the stuff that I've done, like I've been there, I've been a loyal friend, a true friend, like what's going on? guess what? That was just a blessing in disguise that at the moment we didn't realize was a blessing. But as we continue to
Mm-hmm.
progress, succeed, move forward, remove individuals that are like that in our lives, and we continue to better ourselves, we realize, you know what, those are blessings. Those are
Right.
blessings. So I get
You
it.
know what's crazy when it was over? Like, one of the guys in the group passed away. I think you've heard about him or whatever. But in their group passed away. This was like maybe 2 years ago, 2 or 4, when this whole thing happened or whatever. But he made a horrible post about me, said I look like a Popeyes, have a bitch or whatever. But the same night that I see him at 140, thank God 140's closed down because that bar was like horrible. Like they had a lot of fights,
Mhm.
a lot of people died, all that. And same night I see him, he had gave me the dirtiest look, right? And he did not know me from a can of paint. He just didn't like me because of his group didn't like me,
Right.
their house
Mm-mm.
or whatever. And that same night, he passed away. He was gone like that same night, just like that.
Boom. Yeah.
It's like, and it's how you treat people. Like God sees how you treat people.
Yeah.
At the
And
end of the day.
it's sad because when you follow other leads, you have to
Mm-hmm.
be careful because he was
Right.
following a lead that basically you're judging somebody off of others' perceptions when you don't even know that person at all. And look, and like how you
And if
mentioned
you,
that same night, he's no longer with us. It's that's sad that
mm-hmm,
he's no longer with us, but guess what? He left this earth on bad terms. If you
mm-hmm.
really think
And I
about it.
think like I don't know if you believe in like repeating that lifetime, but I feel like he's
Hmm.
gonna have to if he's not in hell or if he's not there right now, he might have to repeat it. I don't know how
Just
that works,
like
but
like his own purgatory, basically. He's gonna
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. And it
for
happens.
eternity.
Yeah, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen. Because
And
you
once you go there, you can't apologize. You can't. God's not gonna hear you once you go there. Like
Mhm.
you're there now. You're in the other place. You're not in the good place. You're in the bad place. Oh, Lady Red,
Yeah,
you can tell Lady Red what I just said. I don't mind you
yeah.
telling her.
Oh no, yeah. No, Steph and I were talking about a situation where a guy in one of the groups had like blasted her on social media, and he had passed away. And it's crazy because it was a club, right? Was it 140 was a club or a lounge? I don't remember what it was now. But
It was like a gay bar at the
yeah,
time,
so
but I
they
think it
used
was
to
both.
yeah, it was a lot of fights and like shootouts and everything there, so they closed down. But the
Mm-hmm.
last time that Steph had seen him, it was at that bar and he gave her the dirtiest look. Now, mind you, this guy did not know her, but because he associated with the group that didn't like her, he prejudged her. And that same night, his life was taken away.
Wow, that's
And
And I
now
think
that,
and
yeah.
that's sad. That's
it
crazy.
is
Though.
because you know
Mm-hmm.
what it is though. You and I was just telling Steph. What's sad about it is you prejudge somebody off of somebody else's feelings and how they perceive an individual without you having to get to know that individual. And not only that, but you were put in a place and time where you didn't have enough time to ask for forgiveness for your sins and the way your thoughts have been gone through. Because
Uh-huh.
end of the day, he now might be in a situation where he might have to be reliving that because now there's no way to kind of like you're replaying that
Ask
scenario.
God.
Like I was telling her, like it's like purgatory. You're gonna be reliving a situation that you know because you wanted to follow instead of leading on your own.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
and it's
And
sad, you know that.
that happens. Like, um, Steph knows that I'm into mythology. So there was
Mm-hmm.
this one person in mythology. I can't get his name right now. I don't remember it, but I know he did something that he obviously he wasn't supposed to do, and he went to the underworld. And his punishment was that there was this giant round boulder. He would roll it all the way up to the top and think that when he got the boulder up to the top, he could get out of the underworld and be regular. But every time he got the boulder to the top, it would come all the way back down, and he would have to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
I
like
remember that movie. Mm-hmm.
the Atlas. Atlas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well,
He
Yeah.
carries
has
the
to
weight.
hold the world on top of his shoulders
Mm-hmm.
because he did some stupid shit, and Hercules came and he tried to play Hercules, and And then Hercules was like, "Listen, I can you just hold the world real quick for me so I could just get some water and do what I need to do?" And whatever. And I'm giving a long story short, and because Atlas did that, and he had Hercules holding the world on his shoulders at first, and he was out doing what he needed to do, and then Atlas came, and Hercules was like, "Listen," he gave him the gift of the gad, and Atlas was back holding the world on his shoulders, and Hercules was like,
Peace out, deuces.
That's funny.
Yep.
I get it.
I really do hope. I don't wish hell on anybody, but if you do things on earth and you don't have time, like Jose said, to ask God for forgiveness and pray to Him and be like if he didn't say a prayer the night before he went to bed, like if he didn't believe in God before then, I hate to say it, he just might be in hell. Like I don't know how that works.
That's
Never.
terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
To somebody and then get your life ends like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's sad because to think like she got the dirtiest look from this individual. You were with a group
I did. It
of
was
people,
crazy.
And then it was somebody that you personally knew.
No,
and I was there. He was there with his people.
You, Stephanie.
Yeah.
He
I was there. No, he didn't personally know me at all.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know her.
He knew of me.
Yeah, he knew of her because of the individuals he was with. So he was prejudging her based off of those individuals.
Wow.
And for all we know, and this, God forgive me for saying this, but for all we know, those individuals were individuals who did her wrong. That could have been their karma to lose a friend. Someone close to them, And then this, just how I mentioned to Stephanie, if he didn't have enough time to ask God for forgiveness before his life was taken away, or how you mentioned, if he didn't say his prayers his night before, or even before he left the house that day, then who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
Right.
I get it.
Who knows? Because once you leave this body, that's it. I'll be asking for the body to be present. We're supposed to be present with the Lord.
I feel bad for those people that go to the other place and have to relive situations over and over again.
And that's exactly what we were just talking about. Because what if he's in that situation now, and that's his hell, where you know what? Because you judged others based off of others' thoughts and opinions, this is your hell. You're gonna relive every one of these moments because you weren't strong enough to lead on your own. You decided to follow other people's leads, and this is what led to this.
Exactly.
Not the right people leads, but like the wrong people.
You're right. That part. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I got. How you feeling now, Steph?
I feel okay. You know how cramps is? They come and go when you have them.
You still feel nauseous?
No, not right now at this moment. I'm done eating for the day. I try not to eat after like 8 o'clock, I try to drink water. I try to drink water at like a certain time. Maybe that's why I need water, just saying. And I didn't have any liquor or alcohol today. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I'm sober. I drank last night. That was enough for me. I don't know how people do it like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, aren't y'all like dead? Like,
you know what? Maybe it's because it's like, you know what? If you're not doing it every day, all day, like Monday to Thursday, you chilling. The majority of people wait for the weekend to have their fun because it's the weekend, and some people don't even do it. Don't even start on Friday. They might start on Saturday. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to take my shot for you because I'm here. I'm getting.
Please.
I'm drinking
because I'm sober as hell.
And I put you.
I'm the only one.
So I'm gonna have this shot for you, Steph.
Listen,
you feel better.
The next time we go live, I'm gonna buy that Pink Whitney and make sure I have a whole bottle here for you, lady. Right?
Me too. I'm gonna have a little bottle like this.
That's
I think
all
next
good.
month.
That's all good. I think that's what we should do for the next live. All of us have a bottle of Pink Whitney. Just to celebrate. Let's be like, listen, we gotta do it.
We can call it the Pink
That part, I love that.
When I go, I'm going to Vegas next month. When I go, like, we should do like a private. Or I'm gonna do like a public live when I go, like in the hotel room. But we should like do like a private one when I'm with Nene Eats and Keisha Moore and Angela.
That'll be fun. I know y'all gonna have some fun.
That'll be great.
But if you do go live, make sure you let me know so I could be a part of the public live.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell Jose too.
Yeah. No, definitely. Let us know. Let us know.
And
that'll
then
be fun.
you say, so when exactly is your birthday?
It's April 4th, Thursday. It's on a Thursday.
Okay.
April 4th.
Okay. And you
so
have
I guess
on your YouTube, you have a PO box?
No, I need to get one though.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to talk to you. I'm gonna have to talk to you privately about your address so I can send you something.
Yeah, because my mom don't. She's like, don't send nobody my address.
We gotta figure that out.
I'm gonna have to get one because at the post office, the guy said it's $75 for 3 months. I said that's not bad.
Yeah, and what size box is that? Because they be charging prices. I need the large box, and they talking about some fucking $125 a month.
But my stomach do something. I don't know what size, but I order some packages, and sometimes I might want them to go to the post office instead of my mama's house.
You get a PO box.
Talking about packages, I got a package that I have to pick up from the mail.
But do you have a PO box?
I don't. And you know what's funny? I was thinking about getting one because let me show you. Let me show you. What? I'm going to the bathroom again. I got my mic.
Oh, what kind of mic is that?
I bought this. So you know what's funny? I literally. So I've been a TikTok shop aficionado. I have to say that. I've been supporting TikTok shop because I'm like, you know what? They be coming out with some really good stuff lately. Yeah. All right. And I got this mic. It was I want to say like $29. And mind you, I record music, so I know the difference between a really good mic and a really cheap quality mic. And this one, because I'm like, okay, we were talking about, you remember when we did our first live together, I was talking about the podcast and everything. Right. And this is a really good gaming podcast mic. And it had all these reviews. I think it sold almost 20,000 of those mics. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna buy it. So today I bought me a little HP laptop, and just specifically for that. I tested out the mic, clear, the quality's good. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm starting to make sure that I kind of build it. I'm gonna look at a platform for podcasting. I got a couple websites I was jotting down earlier today, and I want to let y'all know because obviously I want to make sure that you guys join in and be a part of it. And I was thinking about that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to start making sure that I have a PO box set up, and the same thing too, utilizing my YouTube more often because even though I have my YouTube channel, I'm not as frequently on it as I should be, like I am with my TikTok and my Instagram. But all that will come in time, obviously. I want to make sure that this year, what I'm manifesting is to have all this happen. So by the end of the year, I'm utilizing all my social media platforms. Right. I'm utilizing all of that. So there's that progress. But it's funny you mentioned P.O. Box because I literally was manifesting and thinking about that today. As soon as I was like, I need to do that. So, we're all three of us are going to link because we got to bounce ideas back off of one another and do that. But I will gladly send you, if you're looking for a mic, you should test this out. Again, it's less than $30. Yes. And it really wasn't bad. I was like, for $30, including if it doesn't do fully, to me, I'm like, to start off with, why not? I'm not gonna go spend $200-300 on a mic when I'm just starting off fresh.
You know what? And I've been telling my kids too. I teach them, and they know, don't get it twisted because a lot of brand name stuff is not all that. You have a lot of off brand name things that are way better than the brand name stuff.
Absolutely. Way better. I just literally, so the boxes that I got today, I bought shoe storage boxes, and I wanted some for my room. And I just recently moved to my place. It's been now a little over a month that I've been here. So I'm like, damn, I need something in my room. So the only room in my apartment that has yet to be touched is my bedroom. My bedroom still has boxes and shoe boxes all over the place, right? So TikTok had this thing. I was like, all right, so for $60, I get 36 boxes. Originally, you get 18, but they basically doubled it. It had a sale going on. So I'm like, all right, cool. And you got to choose the size. So the size that I chose fits each container fits up to a size 13 shoe. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I ordered it Wednesday and I just got it today. So it's
Okay.
like sitting, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, TikTok, you doing this? This is
I
what we
can show you
do.
my mic. She
So
was expensive. She was kind
it's,
of
you know what? That's
expensive.
a really good quality mic, and I've messed with that mic
She was.
before. So I know for a
You
fact.
would
To me,
like
it's
it.
just like, oh, definitely worth the investment.
Say
Absolutely.
Well,
hi.
your mic looks good too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
don't you
telling you,
have a Yeti mic too?
I tried it out today.
Say
Plugged it into
hi.
Oh, the baby.
Hi. Oh, you're so
He's so
gorgeous.
cute.
Look at
Good
you.
manner.
Hey, sweetie.
So she gets to you better.
And then my
I'm about to turn
oldest
my light off.
granddaughter. Say hi.
Hi. I saw you in the
Hi.
video. You did such a good job. Can she hear me? She did a good job eating her tacos. It's a shame
Yes.
you had to delete it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they're so cute. Little moment. I'm about to turn this light off right here.
Yeah, Jose, I have the
See?
Blue Yeti mic too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
that
was about
that
to say
joint
that.
is that when I got mine, because I started doing the YouTube late 2019, a couple of weeks before the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I like
I just had to
around
block somebody. Did y'all see their comment?
what
They
comment?
said shorty on the right. They said shorty on the right look crazy. I know you're not talking about my ass. Get off my shit, bitch.
What are they told? What? Listen, I ain't got
No, they
time to
said
read it. I didn't see
shorty on
the
the right look
comments.
crazy.
Uh, I got the Blue Yeti like late, but saying what I'm saying that joint is pretty expensive. At the time I don't know how much you spent for yours, Steph, but I paid $150 for mine.
Yeah, I think I spent that much. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and you know what's so
Hmm.
crazy? I spent $150 on this motherfucking microphone, and I can't even use it right now. Dude.
Really?
I can't
Why
use
not?
it right now. I have the mic that I'm using is really good, and Jose, you make sure I'm following you on Instagram, so make sure that you
Yeah.
send me the link to that mic that you
Yeah.
have right there,
No.
because
That's
just
what I'm
in
gonna send it
case,
to you.
yeah, because we all need to have the same type of mic if we're gonna do this podcast. You know, if we're gonna collaborate and come and be guest hosts and stuff like that with you on
Yeah.
the podcast, we want to make sure all the voices, the sounds are on the equal. You
Yeah.
understand? So make sure you
Everything adds up.
Mm-hmm.
I got my I was using my I don't know what's going on, but I was using my Blue Yeti when I had my Note 8, my Samsung phone, my
Mm-hmm.
Android, and it was fine. It was
Uh-huh.
everything was good. But then when I upgraded from the Galaxy to an iPhone, because right now I have my Pro Max 13. When I bought all the things that I needed to buy to convert to use the Blue Yeti on this phone, when I put it on there, it gives like a staticky noise. I don't know, it's giving me an issue, and I don't know what the issue is. So my quality of my sound is not to my expertise. It's not to my liking,
Right.
because the Blue Yeti don't play.
Mm-mm.
It don't
Yeah,
play
don't.
with
I love
competing
Miami.
sounds. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to settle for a certain microphone that I'm using right now. And this microphone that I'm using right now was like about $30. But like I said, some brand name stuff, it could be, it's because it's a brand name don't mean that it's top notch.
Right. Very true.
But I bought this mic, and it's doing really good. But I want to use my Blue Yeti, and I'm buying everything, and I don't know. I need somebody to help me and tell me what is the issue when I hook it up to my cell phone. Like, why is it giving me, when I hook it up, it gives like a staticky noise. It doesn't do what I need it to do.
Where did you get it
Really?
from?
I got it from Amazon.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe
No,
it just
but
don't. It only does like certain things.
I was about to say, because if you have like a guitar center there, if you take your mic there, they'll be able to kind of maybe test it out for you and let you know if the mic is shot. Obviously, you've had it for a couple years, but in the event that the mic is shocked for any reason, they'll tell you. They'll check the filter and everything, and to make sure everything's fine. So you might want to do that.
Because I went to Best Buy and they couldn't really say anything. They couldn't really. They gave me.
You need to go to like a store that sells like recording systems, or a store that sells like musical instruments or whatnot, like Guitar Center, or a store that does any of that. That they should be able to look at the mic in itself.
Hold on, you guys, because the baby daddy getting on my nerves. My nigga, downstairs, okay, or right there, whatever the.
Let her be free here.
And I'm in the middle of doing something. Like, are you crazy? You want to get
That's
in?
funny.
Get in. You get in. You want to get in? Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. And watch what's going to happen. You stupid. Are you dumb? What are you doing? Get out. Get on my damn nerves. Excuse me, I closed my door. Don't open it again.
You need a lock on your door. I be telling my mama to get a lock. Let me rock in there.
Listen, so the Blue Yeti, like I was talking about, I gotta figure out.
Lady Red needs some me time. Leave her alone. She's gonna have me cussing them out for no reason.
He keeps doing what he's doing. You don't see what he's doing on the sideline right now. You don't see it.
I could tell. I think I have an idea.
Listen, the look you're giving him.
I'm good now.
You good? That's gas. Yeah, advertise it. That's gas.
Oh my God, my phone going crazy. Okay.
I'm gassy.
Not you. Did you just say he's gassy? I know he's tripping. He over there talking about something. He got gas. He got a fart.
Yes.
I've been having gas all day. Like
no,
crazy.
because he has a business called Das Gas.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm about to say.
I be making fun of him. It's the I'm gassy. That's gassy. Because he's a fucking jackass, man. He get on my fucking nerves. Come over here. Say hi again.
Hi.
You came
Oh,
back.
yeah, we got this in person. He hasn't seen Jose yet. Say hi to Jose.
Say hi. Oh, yes. Say hi, Jose.
Where's the camera?
Right here. Right there. You good. And then you look
Yeah, but it.
What's up? What's going on?
That
Hey,
much.
how's it going?
You're still on here.
I was about to say we heard
Yes.
we heard you
What you
gassy.
say?
He's saying you the one that had the big glass with your drink.
Oh yeah, I'm done drinking now. I'm over it.
Shut up.
I'm done. Finito. I got a big ass forehead too.
She done for now. She done for now. That's what it is.
I'm done. Like it's over.
Mm.
I mean, a lot.
So come on, you gonna shoot your shot?
As far as
Yeah, you gonna take a shot with her?
That's gassy.
they should
man.
know about it already.
They don't know about nothing. I said that's gassy.
So that means that you haven't been supporting me.
Dude, I talk about it every now and then, but
you
you.
talk about it.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I just met Jose.
Yeah, that's my friend, my real life friend.
You ain't here. These guys know you. You should be supporting me already. Like a logo somewhere in the screen.
Oh, when we get on
At
the
some
live,
point, right?
oh,
Okay.
can you just shoot the thing and say, "Hey
So-
man, they can holler at me and I can shoot it to you."
Okay, yeah, you're right. Right. Sorry. That's gas. That's gas.
Oh, good out. That way.
Hi,
See
you
ya.
guys
Peace
doing?
out. Go that way.
What you talking about? Weed?
Don't
I know
close-
some weed Jose that spelled gas. Let me stop playing.
So yeah, again, guys, that's gas. This is my brand. You see the logo here.
Oh, your clothing line. I thought you talking about weed. Oh, the other thing, the
Right.
smoke.
You can definitely type it up, Google it, Instagram it, TikTok it, Facebook it, whatever. DATZGAZ. That's gas.
I'm gonna look it
Wait,
up.
send me a free t-shirt. Send me a free t-shirt. I'll promote you on my channel.
I send you a free sweatshirt. I'll play with me. Okay.
Okay. Well, you know, springtime. I want a t-shirt
Not a problem with
and a beanie. I like beanies. You got
Oh, yeah,
beanies? Like beanie hats?
We'll definitely
Like,
promote.
big jug out. I'm gonna give you a Das Gas job. How about that?
Okay, and I can use that when I
There you
pour
go.
my ice,
We'll
pour
definitely
my
promote,
glass in
man.
my cup.
We got you. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that cap looks hot, so I'll
I
definitely
appreciate
rock
it.
a fitted like that.
I appreciate it.
What you
Thank you.
got?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got edibles?
Edibles. I got edibles. Oh my god. I got smoothies. I got milk. I got syrup.
Ooh, smoothies.
Hennessy. I got cake frosting.
You said Hennessy.
I got sprinkles for your ice cream. I got syrup.
Ooh, ice cream.
cream.
I'm coming to visit y'all in the spring, in the summertime. I'm coming down there.
I was
I'm in
about to say
Rochester.
we're gonna take a trip up there, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He got some
Yeah.
good stuff, you guys.
Whenever you're ready, you know what? Contact the queen. She'll let me know, and I'll take care of you guys. Right? I will make sure that you guys will not be disappointed at all. Whatever you like, I don't care what it is. If you like pizza, I'm gonna give you edible pizza. Okay?
Oh shit, damn,
Oh,
okay.
that'd be fun.
Be crazy.
That'd be fun.
I'll give you edible popcorn. Whatever you want. Let me know what you like. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna cater to you.
What you had before the edible, the gummy worms?
Gummy worms is nothing. I get that all day. I'll give you just a regular slice of
Like the gummies.
gum.
I never had the gum.
I'm gonna text you his menu.
I'll have edible blow pops. Whenever you're ready. Right?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And I'm here to cater to you guys. Whatever
Well, we
you
appreciate that. Absolutely.
and I'm glad you guys are, reciprocating with me with, embracing my stuff. And look, if you guys like support me, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna have whatever you need. I would shirts, hats, lollipops,
and I'll pay too.
Cotton candy, now it is. I don't care.
Oh, we got this.
I don't mind paying.
I was about to say I have no problem promoting. Trust that. Trust and believe.
Exactly.
Definitely
Our paying.
appreciate it. Okay, I'm getting out of her page now. I don't want to talk about Glory.
Stop touching me.
Let's stop touching me.
Yeah, I know she's very soft.
That's supposed to be married. She talking about some stop touching me. Jose, that's supposed to be her husband.
Hands are soft, everything is soft.
Stop playing. You hear me, Jose? That's supposed to be your man, bitch. You talk about some stop touching me. Girl.
Hold on. Before you say anything, hold on. She's like, stop touching me, right? And then she's pushing him away, right? And then she takes his hand and goes,
I've seen that.
Because you know why? He played too much. And I talk shit about him all the time, but he played too much.
Listen, that's a real relationship, though. That's how it's gotta be, though. That's how it's gotta be.
Look, right when she get off this live, we know what she's gonna do.
Oh my god, yeah, but I'm right there. I'm gonna text you, Steph, his menu.
Okay.
I don't have your math, Jose, so you could probably give it to me through
Wait, you have his Instagram in the group.
I'll send it to you.
Your cell phone number?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Okay, yeah, I can send it in the group.
Okay. Oh yeah. Just send it through.
Yeah, I
got
could put the menu in the group.
Yeah.
This is your number 2. Y'all can talk on another level.
I will give it to him. He's been doing his thing for the past couple of years. Excuse me. That's gas. And he got some really good stuff. Some really, really good stuff. Like he had, the snacks. Like I had Scooby-Doo. It was like the little graham crackers with the cream cheese dip or whatever that is.
Oh yeah, the
icing. Yes.
The confetti dip. Yes.
Oh, the nigga had this fucking shit, and that had me zooted. I was like over here. I was like, yo, this is the shit that I used to buy in the store, and my mom take me to school, and she bought this for me, and now you making it like this, like it was the icing had the shit in it. And I took a little tiny piece of that and put it, I promise you, I put a little tiny piece on the edge of that graham cracker. And I am a Scooby-Doo fan, so I watched my Scooby-Doo cartoon while I was doing that. And I was eating, and I took one bite of it, and I almost lost my mind.
Oh, you know what? I need that. Not only for me.
I was like, oh, man, am I going to have to call 911? My son was leaving. My daughter left. And I was like, I'm home alone. What's happening? I was paranoid. The shit was mad good.
Yo, listen, that's awesome. First of all, I know a couple people who I'm gonna have to be like, here, look at it. Try this. They'll be the ones, hold on, taking the cookie and going like this with the ice cream or the icing.
No, and let me tell you something. Steph, I talked about him and our thing about our relationship and shit like that, but I give props where props are due, and he is doing his thing with that, and I'm very proud of him with that, doing what he's doing with this. Like he's got it on and popping. Like he even met Cat Williams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, his sister is a comedian, and so she had tickets or whatever, and she had him come through. And he got to meet Cat Williams and Tommy Davidson backstage. And he was like, yo, Red, I'm going to do my thing, right? I was like, do it, baby. Do it.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yo, that's good. I could definitely say, I'll definitely support in any way possible. So obviously send that menu.
Yeah,
I definitely want
I'm
some
definitely
merch
gonna
too,
do that.
because I would be like, that's right.
Appreciate it, and I will definitely do that. But yeah,
absolutely,
he makes me sick, but I'm proud of him.
It's all good. That's how relationships. It's a give and take in relationships. You guys are supposed to make each other sick anyways and love each other unconditionally. That's how it's supposed to be. So
I mean, because so me and him, we've been knowing each other since we were 15, and we about to be 50. So
yeah.
Sometimes I want to just like put a cord around his neck, and then sometimes I'll be like, "Come here, give me that."
And she's basically talking about 5 minutes in between. Okay, I want to ring
exactly.
And as soon as he decides to turn his back, but come here.
And you know what's so funny with me and him? We cool. We have a lot of fun together. Like he makes me laugh, I make him laugh, and we are both Libras. Our birthdays are a day apart.
Get out of here.
Yes, he's October 7th and I'm October 8th.
Wow.
My dad was October 1st. He was a Libra.
The crazy part about it is that when we were born, he was born across the street from the hospital I was born in.
Get out of here.
That's crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's meant to be. Yeah, meant to be. You heard me, Lady Red? My dad was born October 1st, 1948.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's why I like Libras. That's why I get along with y'all. Just saying.
Yeah.
One of the reasons.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our mothers swear they know each other. They like not know each other, but they like you look familiar. Yep.
Gotta love that. That's shit. Especially in New York City. Be like, I know I've seen you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. It could be just walking by the grocery store and then 5 years later be like, I know you from somewhere.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah. I get it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All too well.
I was 10:30 already. That's crazy.
I know, and you said 30 minutes. I
did, but my cramp stopped. They haven't come back yet.
And now I wonder what Sticks is doing.
I know he probably because he is going to church. He don't be in line for like 3 hours like we do.
Yeah, that's right. He really probably went to bed because sometimes he go to bed early, but when we do certain stuff, he'll stay up a little bit later. But yeah, he probably went to bed so he can get up in the morning for church.
Right. I'm surprised he's going, to be honest.
And that's all
we all should go sometimes.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's funny. I enjoyed talking with y'all though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This was so much fun. And again, like I said 1,000 times already earlier, I am so sorry that I'm so late.
Oh, you're fine. Shit happens. Things happen.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go like that, and I was so irritated and aggravated while I was trying to prepare, and I had to check myself because I didn't want to get angry with my daughter because it was her birthday, and I didn't want to get angry with the family because they're here celebrating her birthday. But it was just like I was all over the place, and I was trying to satisfy everybody, and I was like, I'm supposed to be, because my whole mind was like, I'm gonna make these tacos, I'm gonna make a fajita for myself to eat and snack on while we do our live. And then I was supposed to only make a taco or two for my son and my nephew that was here. And then everybody else came, and I was like, oh my God. Oh, I'm so late already. I had already texted Steph at 6:22 or 6:30. I said, I already knew I was going to be late, but I didn't expect to be as late as I was. But I had already let her know I'm going to be a little bit late because I'm, making my tacos. I didn't want to make my tacos earlier because, they get soggy, and I didn't want it to be, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make it around the time, at least be on the live at least by 7:30.
Right.
The latest.
I did what I asked y'all.
But everybody was in the place, and I was like, oh my God, it's like 1,000 people in here. All y'all niggas want tacos.
Everybody want tacos, shit.
Everybody was like,
that's the thing.
Yeah, Mom. And my grandkids, yeah, Mom, because they did the taco stuff. They did the video. They was like, oh, yeah, Mom, I know I'm getting a taco. I want a taco. A Taco Tuesday. It's taco. It's not Taco Tuesday, but I want a taco. We're gonna make a Taco Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God, y'all driving me crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say, what y'all think about y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
I think my Bluetooth trying to go out because it's on 12%, but it said fuck you, I'm on 12%. What y'all think about Portia and Simon getting a divorce after like a year and a half, and him going back to Nigeria and him doing all that fraud?
I don't really know too much about that. I don't follow. Portia is not interesting to me. And I don't know who the fuck the nigga is that she is with that they getting a divorce. Is this another nigga that she getting divorced from? Because I don't understand. And I just don't I don't follow her too much like that. But it's like from what I'm hearing, people are like, why would you do that? Why would you marry this person? Did he marry her for papers?
Yeah, I feel like he did.
See, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Because what's funny though, they flew under the radar for so long. Isn't she going back on the show?
Yeah, because he's getting deported back to Nigeria because of all his fraud that he committed over here.
Yes.
See. I don't even. I have not watched one episode. She's from the Real Housewives, right?
Right.
Yeah, I haven't watched not one episode of that. I don't know why it doesn't draw me in to watch it, but I haven't. But I am familiar with it, and from little things that I see, I can hold up a conversation about it from what I know. But the show I haven't watched it at all.
Yeah, I know when she first started, she was married to some athlete. I forgot who his name was. Cordell something.
I forgot his name. Yeah, Cordell. Yeah, he was horrible. Oh my God.
And then they got divorced. Then her baby dad was like some guy who like was like the king of hot dogs. Like he like had like some famous food. Like it was hot dogs basically. That's what it was.
Wow.
But they thought they were going to stay together even after a baby or whatnot, and then that didn't happen. And then surprisingly, because she fell off even after the pregnancy. I know she was on the show for a little bit, but then I know she focused to be more of a mom and everything. And then mysteriously out of nowhere, she's engaged. She's in this whole new relationship. She's like, and thought nothing of it. And then I just heard recently that she's going back on the show, but I didn't hear about that whole thing that her husband is, was committing fraud here, and now he has to go back to Nigeria, and now they're getting a divorce over that.
Apparently, he tried to come into America under a different name that's not his. That was the issue, but they didn't catch it until 20 years later.
Wow.
He's a hot mess. He has 5 different. He cheated on all his exes. He has 5 different baby mamas by all his kids. He doesn't.
Does he have a baby with her?
No, thankfully. She better be lucky she don't have no kid with him.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's
Lucky as
definitely
hell. But yeah, he's a hot mess. It's like, why are guys outside the country so itchy to come to America? Really, America really ain't that shit. Ain't shit like that. I think, But sucks to be him. You do
I agree.
dirty. That's how you gonna end. Oop.
You reap what you sow. That was the
Mhm.
topic of our life. Karma was the topic in each,
Mhm.
because look at, you got his karma.
Oh man, I wish we had the podcast right now. That would have been dope.
That would have been
Karma.
so good.
No.
That would have been so good. That would have been so good. Like towards the end, we would have been like, so what do you think the topic of our podcast was for today? All these subjects that we brought up, all these scenarios, what do you think? And then boom.
Yeah, that
We
would
should
have been.
still do it though. We should still do it. Like,
No,
We
that's
can
what I'm
still
saying.
do it,
Like, I think,
but I feel like sometimes when you do stuff and it's before you create whatever you trying to create, this was the best topics that we've had in this live, and we could have better topics in the podcast, but this was one that should have been the first.
yeah, that would have,
mhm.
that would have been
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, all the topics that we spoken about the last few hours literally was about karma. That's, if you really think about
That's
it.
true.
We based it off of
Mhm.
our experiences. We based it off of other people's experiences. We talked about recent topics, and that led to karma. We mentioned Wendy Williams, the whole Portia situation, the Benzino situation.
Exactly.
So those things, it's gonna more is gonna happen. I know that for a fact, because even to know that this flow just happened naturally. Again, remember I was telling you in our first live, unscripted. We just basically went with the
Mhm.
flow. You know, I
Right.
think I think those even for the podcast, that's how it has to happen. Where we go on, even if we have something that we individually want to talk about regarding our week, that stirs up topics. And not only that, but it naturally stirs up a conversation, and stirs up advice, stirs up, opinions, and this is where things get good, because we're talking it based off of our own individual thought process, and our experiences based off of it. So
Right.
this is gonna be great. This is gonna, listen.
Yeah.
I'm off for this. You already know I'm off for it, honey. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. I told you I was not playing. I posted that mic in my laptop, and I was like, I told you I was gonna come hard for 2024, baby. I am not
Now,
playing.
is your podcast gonna be like live or just audio?
You know what's funny? So I want to do lives, but I also want to do something that's gonna be recorded, because like some places you can do lives. Like I want to do weekly recaps. And that's basically
That'd
what's
be
going to be
cool.
called. It's going to be a weekly recap. We should do it live. I think live will be more unfiltered, more real. But I honestly think that if we start posting throughout the week before our live podcast, certain things like topics we might want to talk about, things to kind of get our viewers' gears going. Like, is this what they're going to talk about this week? Is this
Okay.
what they're going to talk about this week?
Yeah.
Those things could be pre-recorded. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when
Right.
we go on our
Mhm.
lives, it gets our viewers thinking and our listeners to think, are they going to bring up what they posted on Tuesday? Or are they going to bring this up that they posted on Wednesday?
Okay. Yeah.
And kind of just bring that up and say, all right, this is our weekly recap. We're here to talk about our week, talk about our thought process, see how you guys are doing, see if anything that we talked about may help you guys out, and talk about some of the scenarios we've been posting on our social medias and see what stands out. And and even bring stuff out like how we just mentioned, like Lady Ray, you brought up the whole Wendy situation.
Right.
Steph, you brought up the whole thing with Portia. You feel me? We were talking about Michael Jackson and Rick James when I was watching that video. Those will be so random, but it'll keep our listeners and our viewers entertained, in the sense like, are they going to talk about this week? Are they going to talk about it maybe next week? Is it
Right.
something that can?
And
So
it could get their brain, their minds conditioned to what questions they might have. or
Exactly.
what insight they might have, what input they might have to put into what
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because
that's good.
I think it's important for us to do live setting because we can connect with our listeners and our viewers. We want to hear those questions that come through and everything. But also throughout the week, before we do our weekly live, we entertain by making sure we keep the posts consistent and bring up topics that, this might be a topic we're going to think about, or like, what I was thinking about today, and then think, say the scenario, or what came across my mind, or what just happened to me today. Does it ever happen to you? This might be a topic we'll be talking about on our weekly recap podcast this upcoming Saturday, or something like. We kind of have to just, you promote, but at the same time, you're being realistic as far as what's going to be, the topics that are going to be spoken about. And again, unscripted, because even though we want to talk about certain things, we're not going to spend the entire week trying to figure out, well, this is what I'm looking into. This, like, no, let's just keep it real.
Yeah, we can, because of course
let the flow go.
Yeah, because of course before the podcast, I'm sure we're gonna have a little group like meeting or a little discussion. Like, listen, we're gonna bring this topic up, blah blah blah. It don't have to be long and drawn out, but it's just like what we're gonna talk about, so that when we do get on the podcast, we already are aware of what each other is gonna bring up.
Yes, exactly.
How the responses should go. Because
exactly, we'll know about the topic, but we're not going to per se huddle and figure out, well, this is what we're going to discuss about it. We just know about the topic.
Exactly.
So that way, when we go live, then when it's brought up, when each one of us bring up our topics, we know what to say or how because again, I'm not gonna know what you're gonna say about my topic the same way Stephanie's gonna say something, and vice versa. So that's what we want, and I think our viewers and listeners deserve that.
Now, let me ask you. So, with that, when we do the podcast, do you think, like, when we have our little meetings about what we're going to talk about, like, say for example, if I say to you, Jose, because you're the main host of the podcast, if I say, hey, I want to talk about let's just say Jay-Z and Beyonce,
right?
Their whole little thing that's going on with them, so are we gonna just give the topic, or are we gonna say, like, listen, my topic is gonna be about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and these are the questions that I'm going to bring on the podcast. But it doesn't have to be, you don't have to respond right there and then. But what you can do is say, well, you know what, I don't know about that question, but let's revert it to this way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because we want to make sure when we do it, we're doing it right.
Right. And I think, the whole point of it being unscripted is to kind of know what the topic is so we can go all in with the free mind.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I expect, like, so keep this. Okay, that's a great example. You want to bring up that topic, right? But you might have your set of questions. Don't tell us your questions, because you want to know why. I want to be surprised, and I want to be caught off guard in case you have a question where I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, that's a good one," because think about it. It's all about conversation. All about conversation. So again, that's the lovely part of it being unscripted, because it's the unknown. We're not gonna know what's gonna come out your mouth. We know what the topic is gonna be, but what is Lady Red gonna touch on Jay-Z and Beyonce? Is she gonna touch on their marriage? Is she gonna touch on, like, how Beyonce, they're going around saying she sabotaged Usher's Super Bowl performance for her 2 singles that she dropped and everything, and Jay-Z did nothing about it? Is she gonna talk about, that museum that's out in New York City? Like, what's up? Like, and it'll get our heads going, like, thinking, like, all right, cool. We know this is a topic that's gonna be brought up. The question is now, the little question mark is, what are the questions that are gonna be asked?
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. That does make sense, because you want it to be a mystery, and when you are responding on the podcast, you want it to be as natural and organic as it can be.
Absolutely. I want it to be, again, that's the whole point of it being unscripted. I don't want to pre-think about those questions. I want to, if I know you have your questions because that is the topic you're bringing up, by all means, because you know the questions you want to ask. It's
Right.
and it might stumble me, but might get stuff like, okay, cool. I know exactly what I want to bring up on this. You feel me? Or how to answer these questions. But truthfully on that too, that topic can lead to another topic as well.
Exactly.
And that's what we want. We kind of want that effect. Not saying that that's what I'm looking for all of us to continuously do, because there might be moments where we bring up a topic that doesn't bring up another topic, which is
Right.
perfectly fine. But when we have our own topics, we want to make sure that we know what we're going to touch base when we go live, at least like our major topics, and let everything else just freely go. That's why I said, if throughout the week we promote on our socials, like anything that we thought of, like a question we thought of the day, like even that, I can go on my social media and be like, you know what I thought about today, and then bring up a topic. I'm like, what do you guys think? Is this something maybe we should discuss on Saturday's live? Let me know, or tune in, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what's been going on my mind? Or you know what I just seen that I've been hearing people talk about? Let's discuss this on Saturday's, weekly recap and see what we really
Right.
think if it's a
Right.
topic
Right.
that's brought up. And as we're promoting and making sure that we keep consistent with our viewers and our listeners, when Saturday comes, we already know, we've already reconvened on our topics that we want to touch base in, but we also know what we've posted throughout the week. So if it's something that's not part of our main topics we're going to talk about, we can at least we should have someone in the chat asking the audience questions. That's a really good idea, Steph.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea too, because when we go live, we want our audience to engage. So
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like
we
that's
want
why
to
I
see the
asked you.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I asked you. I was like, is this gonna be like an audio podcast where you don't see the people but you hear the audio, or are we going to be a
No,
live
no, no,
a
no,
live
no.
podcast?
We're gonna be live. We're definitely gonna be
So
live.
that would be cool. Like what Steph said, that would be nice. So we could bring up whatever topic you have to bring up.
Yeah.
It could be 3 topics: your topic, my topic, her topic,
Yeah.
and we can touch on it, and we can leave room for the people to ask questions or make their statements.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
I
that's why I
think
said,
that's a
even
good idea.
I think that's a phenomenal idea, because if you really think about it, like I said, throughout the week, while we're promoting the podcast throughout the week, we can bring up the topics that we're definitely going to bring up, but we can also throw in other topics that can possibly be brought up, or maybe be brought up in another live podcast. But also too, it'll get our audience and our listeners gears going,
Yeah,
because if they ask like, hey, on
exactly.
Tuesday you posted about this question, are you going to bring this up? And then that way we can
Yes.
be like, yeah, let's talk about that, thank you for bringing
Yeah.
this up, so and letting them do that, because we will have our topics. We'll
I'm gonna
definitely
say
have
you're
our
welcome. I'm taking
topics.
I'm in the bathroom, but you're welcome.
All right, we got you. We
All
hear
right,
you.
honey.
We hear you, Queen.
Um, and we literally, I think that's what makes it more engaging, and the fact that it's unscripted, because we know individually
Exactly.
what each one of our topics is going to be about. But if we go throughout the week posting on our socials, like, this is a good question that, I got this question that came through my head, or, I recently seen something or a post that I seen. What do you guys think about that? How about we,
Right.
maybe discuss this at our weekly recap podcast this upcoming Saturday, tune
Yeah.
in, whatnot. And because there could be 10 topics we all individually post about and see if it's going to be talked about in the podcast, but we know we have 3 major ones we know we're going to touch base on, and then obviously touch base on some of the ones that we posted throughout the week. But if there's certain ones the audience members want to end up talking about that we just literally not even slipped our heads, but knew that, oh, you know what, that's good for the rotation, thank you for posting this up, yeah, let's talk about this, and
Mm-hmm.
then just do that. So
Yeah.
the live podcast will be great for that, because as we
Okay.
continue to promote and have people who are tuning in or whatnot, they're gonna understand, they're gonna want to follow through as far as, all right, what a and not only that too, but we might have listeners and audiences that might throw a topic out there and ask a question on something that's completely left field for us, that maybe none of us touched base throughout the week while we were promoting and putting out the podcast in there, and it wasn't a topic that one of us talked about throughout the week, or one of our main topics, and then we want to touch base on it and think, this is a really, really good question. Let's talk about this topic here, and then bring forth our opinions, our advice, our scenarios in it, how we would, perceive it and whatnot, and see if that helps out that individual, but other individuals too.
You know what, Jose, this is really nice. I really, really, I for some odd reason, I'm extremely excited about this, and I'm excited about being a part of your production and everything like that. Because I have my bachelor's degree. I've been to college. I managed to get to my bachelor's degree. I don't have a master's. I didn't go doctorate. I didn't know, but I I have a college degree. But my whole thing is that not only do I have a fear of flying, I have a fear of oral presentation. I do not like speaking in public. It makes me really nervous. One of these days, I'm not gonna say right now because I know Steph. She's going through something right now. She's texting in the chat and stuff. I know we about to end this live in a little bit, but I can go into that later on. But I have a fear of oral presentations, which means like speaking in public and just talking and doing stuff. I'm nervous about that. I always jam up and things get mixed up. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to myself talk to you about this podcast, and I'm like, wow, why I couldn't be like that when I was in college or high school or junior high school? Like what's going on? Like, but I really, really hope that, once we get it on its feet, off the ground and on his feet, that I'm good. But I'm just letting you know right now, I am very scared of speaking in public. And I know that what we're doing is not in public, literally, but it's a virtual thing, and we're on live. It's not an audio thing. Even if it was an audio thing, I just still have an issue. I choke up and I get nervous and stuff like that. So,
But you know what's crazy? The whole thing about this is to be your real, genuine self. Like, don't fear the fact. And I get you. Trust me. I've met individuals just like that. And I'll tell you straight up, especially this whole experience with creating the podcast and having it be a safe space for individuals like ourselves, creative individuals like ourselves, real and genuine individuals like ourselves, is the fact that we feed off of each other's energy,
Right.
So you might feel that way, but you being with myself and Stephanie, I told you right now, even you talking with us now on this live, it doesn't even show. The whole point with that is for you to be yourself, That's why I wanted to be unscripted. I don't want to have something to be like, well, these are we're going to talk. Okay, this is the topic and these are the questions and that's it. We're not going to steer away from this. No. At the end of the day, I want a curveball thrown at me, all right? I want to throw a curveball thrown at you, you feel me? And I Stephanie too, But the whole point is just let it freely flow. If you stutter, if you stay stumped, guess what? Let it be natural. Why? Because I know I'm gonna have my moments. Stephanie's gonna have her moments, but our audience is gonna appreciate that.
But you guys, you guys, Steph and Jose, you guys are like, it's like you guys got it. So for me, I guess with me doing a live and stuff and being, because I was always nervous and I never wanted to do a live because I didn't know how I was gonna come off. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to, have the words to express certain opinions and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? So you and you and Steph, and especially you, Jose, you make me feel very comfortable. So when we do this podcast, and I think that this is a good combination because Steph is hardcore with her comments, with her like what she thinks. She don't hold her tongue. She don't do none of that. She gonna tell you what it is, and that's it. And then me, I'm like, I'm the same way, but at the same time, I have a little bit of heart. I will say this and that and the third, and then there comes you. Well, then you would. I'm not saying you are third, but you know, because you the main person. I'm just saying you.
I get it.
Because I don't want you to
And
get
then
it
Charles is like
and
confident.
then there's you that's
Charles will
like
keep it
you're
going.
when you speak with such I don't how is it like
Confident.
authority.
That's the word, right?
You have that
Confident.
authority in your voice, and then you come with your facts and your opinion and everything like that. And I think that it's a good mixture
Yeah, and
with
I
the
agree. And
different personalities and the different opinions that we may have on the topic that we might talk about.
absolutely, and I think that's what makes it genuine and more important. And let me tell you something. Even though I'm leading this podcast, and this is something that it's a brainchild of mine that I've been working on, it's gonna be equal for all of us. I don't want nobody to think that just because I'm the main host doesn't mean that we're all main hosts. Why? Because our matter, our voices matter. What's gonna come out of our mouths? What might come out of my mouth might help somebody out there who's listening. What comes out of your mouth, Lady Red, and your mouth, Stephanie, might help somebody out there who really needs to listen. You feel me? They might
Mhm.
agree with the two of us, like myself and you, Lady Red, but then they deeply can feel what Stephanie's response was on that topic and relate to especially how she perceives it and everything. And then vice
Right.
versa. It can happen that can happen vice versa to any one of us. And that's what I hope out of this. I hope that we continue to build a fan base, an audience base, and everything. That's what I want. I want us to come in open minded. I want us to come in again. I'm using this openly, unscripted, to know that once our topics are brought up, once we talk about it, and then listen to our audience members and what they have to say and everything, and things they might have to ask us and all. Those are things that will gear our minds throughout the week, throughout that time, to say, I know what this topic is going to be about. I wonder what Lady Red is going to ask as far as questions. I wonder what Stephanie's going to ask about questions. And it could be anything. It could be about love. It could be about hate. It could be about relationships. It could be about friendship. Whatever the situation is, that's the beauty of all of this, And
Mhm.
I'll tell you right now, I've never been one, and I've spoken publicly before, but I'll tell you right now, it's never been my strong suit. I'll tell you, I have this feat as a performer. I have performance anxiety. I'll tell you that right now. And as soon as before I go on stage, I take a deep breath. And as soon as that music goes on, I'm a whole different person. It's the same thing with live. Do you know how long it has taken Stephanie to try to get me on live? It's taken her a long ass
A
time,
long ass
okay?
time.
A long ass time, And yeah, life happens and things happen, you feel me? But also too, it plays part where when it's the right time and the right moment, And
Right,
I
right,
think,
right.
I promised myself this year that I definitely have to put myself out there because of the things that I do and the passions that I have. I'm around individuals like yourselves that feel the same way, and we have to do that. So I think this is going to be a phenomenal platform for all of us, and this is, again, like I said, this is going to be an equal situation. This isn't going to be I'm your host and these are my co-hosts. Absolutely not.
Mhm.
I'm your host. This is also your host, and this is also your host as well. Because again, three like-minded individuals who also had three very different opinions, three different mindsets on how they can perceive the topics that we're going to talk about
Right.
during those sessions.
And the
And
most important thing is that we all agree with some of the things that we both say, but then we have our opinion on top of that.
absolutely, and I think what the kicker to all of this is that it's a judge, like Planet Fitness. It's a judgment-free zone because we're not going to judge each other based off of what our thought process is on those topics. To each their own. If that's how you feel, if that's how you're feeling, if that's how you're going to respond to the question, is if
Mm-hmm.
that's what your emotions are riling up for, great. We have to respect that. And I think that's important for that to happen. So I think, in that situation, I think this is gonna be something that's gonna be phenomenal. I'm super
Yeah,
excited about it. I
I'm
cannot wait.
excited about it too. I just need you to send me that link for that
Oh, yeah,
mic.
I got you.
So we can
I
all
got you.
and send it to Steph too. So like I said,
Yeah.
so we can all be on the
Well, send
same.
it like in the group chat. Send it in the group
Yeah,
chat. That way
I was about
Charles
to
can
say
get it too.
I'll send the link on the group chat. Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's a good idea. I'll send it on there.
And Angela, anybody who wants to join, Angela might want to join too. She just said she won't be able to make it. I said that's fine, sis.
But
That's
I'm
okay.
talking
She's
about,
not gonna see it.
I'm talking about stuff. I'm talking about when we do the podcast, we all should have the same mic.
Oh
So
yeah,
that we,
yeah, that's
you
true.
know, I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
So we can all like sound the same at least.
Right. And I'm right now, like I jotted a couple podcast platforms to figure out what I kind of want to use. I know like some of the big ones like Spotify has a platform, Anchor has a platform. You
Have you
know,
heard of Reddit? I haven't really been on Reddit, but I've heard of it.
I've heard about Reddit too. What I want to do is kind of like research into it so that way we're on a platform that we know we can all equally use, not have problems with it, and obviously kind of like before we go live, play with it, like kind of make sure we test out our mics. Kind of, I feel like before we promote the first episode, I think what we need to do is make sure we're on the same wavelength when it comes to our mics and everything. Connections are good, and try to like make sure that it's easy for us to connect with one another on the same platform so we can jump in on that and make sure that we're not going to have like any issues, make sure the clarity is good, whatnot. And also I want to make sure the platform allows us that when we go live we can see comments and questions from people who are joining. So I want to make sure that too, because kind of defeats the purpose if we get on a platform and we're live and we can't see anything that if the individual is listening on an app or on their computer, we can't communicate with them,
And then we should also have like our own, like the group Facebook page and Instagram, so we can go live on that, like
Yeah,
and TikTok.
absolutely. I think once we officially promote the first episode, that's what we need to do. We need to kind of build that social media page, those social media platform pages, and then get it out there. I think that's going to be phenomenal. And that's why I was telling Lady Red too. That I think what we should do is once a week, we're going to go live for our weekly recap. But throughout the week, not only promoting the main page, like our main social media page for the podcast, but promoting our own social media pages too. The possible topics we're going to be talking about, get people's gears going, like, and just say, hey, join us for the podcast. These are topics we're going to be talking about and more, and then just kind of utilize that as our gateway as we continue to promote that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Super excited.
And then like you can do that intro song because you can sing
Oh, that'll be dope. I wasn't even thinking about that. Look at that.
the intro video.
Get it.
I'm looking for somebody to do an intro video for my intro. I'm tired of hearing my voice every time I do, play my intro. Like, dang, I gotta do this intro voiceover every time. I need somebody to sing a song for me. Like make a song for Miss Queen Eats and then, so I can put in my intro.
I think that'd be dope. Give you options though. Give you some options, because that way let's just say you get 2 or 3 options. You can still use all 2 or 3 of them, but just use them random, like in spurts, depending on how you want to use your intros, because they don't always have to be the same.
That's true.
I agree.
I might cut it off in a minute because it's gonna be 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah. I was about to say I'm about to get some rest. We've been on here for a few hours.
We've been on here for a minute. And Steph, I want to say thank you so much, because I know I came on late and I know you wasn't feeling well and you extended it, and I got to enjoy myself. So I thank you, Steph.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I had fun though.
Yeah,
we've been on here for 4 hours. Y'all see the time?
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, because I know I came in like an hour after you guys started the live, so I was like, all right, okay, let's get this going.
This is good. So you know what, and then we can have our own little private discussions,
later on. Yeah,
because this is gonna be crazy. The first podcast.
I'll tell you right now. That's gonna be. Woo, I can't wait. It's gonna be
Are we doing
amazing.
new channel? We gotta talk about, like, are we gonna make our own channel?
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be a Nas Illmatic.
Oh, my question was, are we gonna make a channel for it, like a separate channel for that, like YouTube channel, or is it gonna
We
be a new
can.
channel?
You know what? You know what's crazy? I think that's a really good idea. I think what we should do is once the platform's figured out and we go live on the platform, I think whatever we use for the YouTube channel, we can kind of post our lives that are there, like pre-post, like post them on there ahead of time, but also too utilize the YouTube channel like we're going to utilize our other social media platforms to promote ahead of time and say, hey, if you like the the episode 1 or the last couple episodes of our podcast, please feel free to join us. This is the platforms that we're going to be on and everything to do that. So I think that'll be pretty dope, you know?
I think, yeah, me too.
That'd be cool.
And I think like we all should have that going on to get more traffic.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So thank y'all for joining me. But this is our thing. Like, it's not just my thing. Just not just
Yeah. So
my little
so
vibe.
Jose, you got me on Facebook, on Instagram, right?
Yes, I got you on Instagram. I'm gonna send you my information on the group chat. All right. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you my number, and I gotta follow you on YouTube. So do me a favor.
Yes.
Do me a
I
favor.
don't even have Jose's number. I need to add his number too.
Well, no. I'll share it with I'll share it with you guys in the chat, and then do me a favor. Send me your YouTube link so I can pull it up immediately and then follow you on there.
Okay.
I sent it to you. You didn't get it on Facebook?
I don't know if that the messenger's been always finicky.
Oh yeah, that's a few days ago. You can send it to him again. Later, right?
Yeah, no, just yeah, send it.
Yes. We're gonna get all that. We're gonna get all.
I'm like, girl, I haven't received. I was like, when did you send me that?
That was like a week or two ago, girl.
I'm like, we're gonna get all that information out there so we can get together, connect, and conversate and get everything together, because we need to get it together. I don't know when you propose to start the first podcast.
So this is what I was telling Stephanie while you stepped away. All right, I'm gonna send you the links for the mic, right? I want to test out the platforms, like whatever platform that's being chosen, right? What I want to do before we do our first podcast, I want to make sure we can connect our mics, connect on their live. I want to make sure the platform that's chosen also allows us to interact with our audience, because if the expectation is for them to come in and kind of do that with us, I want to make sure we have that access. I don't want to choose something where all of a sudden it really is live, but then we're not getting that feedback from our audience until later on, so that kind of defeats the purpose. So
we want to be able to say, oh, we got a question from so and so, whether we take 5 or 6 or 7 questions.
Right, exactly. And I know some platforms automatically, like how we're streaming here, automatically has like built-in like phone feature. When you go live, if someone wants to chime in, we can allow them to, kind of like the radio station does, connect them right on there, and then basically just have them join the conversation if that's the case, and then do that. So I want to make sure that that's picked out, and then I'm going to let you ladies know as far as what was chosen, and then let's make sure we connect and test out the platform before we do our first live. So that way we kind of make sure we can hear one another out. Let's see how the live system goes. We're not going to, what we'll do is we'll test out a true live environment to see how it goes, see how it sounds, see how everything feels and everything. And then once we're comfortable and say, okay, this is all good, we're all feeling it, then that's when we promote that first episode. Because I want us to be on the same page versus having to say, hey, this is the platform. And then if we go live and one of us has issues with our mic, we can't hear one another, can't connect or whatnot.
We don't want that. We want to come in and be strong
ready.
and just ready.
That part.
I got you. So we got to do our first little pilot, and then maybe later on we probably will make that public.
There we go. Yes, that. I think that would be a great idea.
Well, we're gonna call it tonight because it's 11 o'clock. I need to take a shower.
All right.
All right, ladies. Love y'all. Enjoy your evening.
All right. I love you, Jose. We're gonna keep in contact.
Absolutely. I'll send you that in a few minutes. Okay.
All right, got you.
Okay.
All right, so feel better. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Feel better, honey. Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Feel better, honey. All right, you guys take care
I
now.
love
Love y'all.
All right. Good night, guys.
Spend some time with your daughter, Lady Red.
Nice.
Good night. Spend some time with your daughter, cause
no, she went to a fashion show, so she's not here right now. But you know what? You go, you take care of yourself, and you feel better. And I will check on you tomorrow. All right.
Okay. All right. Get some rest.
Love you, boo.
Love you.
All right. Later.
All right. That's it, y'all. We out. Peace. Wait, how do I always forget how to do this. Cut it off. Let me end it. There we go.